And I'm muted. Lovely. Everything's going wrong. I was talking about my technical difficulties that I was having and why I'm late, and apparently I was muted that whole time, so that's fun. I am a mess this morning, tech-wise. I am sorry about that. Yeah. Got not a ton. I gotta post this in one more place. Cool. All right. Ignoring everything else on Discord, and I'm hopping into Voice with Bibleman. This is my round 1 game of War League against Bibleman, and we are just going to hop right into it because I do not have time, unfortunately, to describe anything. Yeah. Whoops. Hey, I am very sorry. I had a lot of technical difficulties. I think I'm set now, though.
No problem, man.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So you are the famed Chris Perkins.
Something along those lines, yes. And I've
heard of your tales far and wide across the land.
Well, I appreciate that. I hope they're good tales. Just FYI, I am streaming, so our audio is on stream. Just making sure that you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Cool.
Hello, streamers.
Cool.
Well, I don't think we've officially met before. Have you been to one of Zach's
events? I have been to some, but not most. I don't think we have met. So,
okay. Well, MJ, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Same. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I wish I could get to more of the locals, but I don't know. I've gotten to like at least one at every location in New England.
You're
but
Hampshire, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot to try to get to everything. And I'm also not super close to any of them. I'm like exactly an hour away from everything, just about.
Well,
so
you're in New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, I am, but right on the border with Mass, like very. But yes, it is New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm in New Hampshire too.
Oh, nice. Where at?
I'm up in Claremont.
Okay, I live in Nashua, currently. So.
Yeah. Do you know where Claremont is?
Not really, actually. I was pulling up Google Maps. I was pulling up Google Maps to look it up.
You know where Lebanon is?
Yes, I do. That I do.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes south of Lebanon. I'm basically in Lebanon.
Okay.
I go there that's where I work. I work like in Lebanon.
Gotcha. Yes. Okay. Lebanon, I do know. Yeah. I have driven through Lebanon a fair amount. I see Claremont on the map. Cool. Nice. Oh, so that's a long trek for you. It's a long trek for you to get down to a local in Mass then.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5-hour drive.
Yeah, nice. Hope it's worth it.
But it is worth it very much. I actually chose TJ's because, funny enough, my school's down in Nashua, so I tried to. And my school's kind of self-scheduled, so I try to go to school, and then I can hop down to the Heroscape tournaments at the same day.
Gotcha. Nice. Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah.
Cool.
Right.
So,
well, you in the game room?
Yes, I believe so. Part of my problems was I had the old version of Vassal still last night, and I'd forgotten to get the newest patch, so I was downloading and trying to get the 2.2.1 up. But I think I got that set up properly. Vassal still eludes me.
We're gonna roll to see where the glyphs go.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, which glyphs do we even have? I didn't prep that one a ton. Yeah, I didn't even put them on my map. We have Dissing, Dagmar, and Soul Asteroid. Okay. Cool. From there, I can't shoot at either of them, so it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it like that, and then I'm blue. Okay, cool. Works for me. Go ahead and start plopping dudes on the board.
And then to clarify, for figure limit, I'm losing 1/4 mass, so I'm gonna have
1/4
minus.
Okay, cool. You could say Gilbert, just that. I'm sure that's a legal option.
Get rid of Gilbert. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean it's viable. I just always remember.
I never thought about that strategy, but after I think that's a good idea.
Whenever I play Cleon a lot for practice games, and whenever we play, he's always suggesting I put my figures in the water. Like whenever I'm like saying I'm not sure which are these options, his answer is always the water. So
always the water.
Always the water.
It'll bring you good luck, right?
Maybe. I've never tried it, so I'm not sure.
You should try it. You should try it this one time. You should put them in the water. Put them off the map. That'll be great.
There's no water on this map though, so I can't quite go maximum degeneracy there.
I would allow some water behind your start zone.
But that's very generous of you. I'll take that under advisement.
Yeah. I know some people say I'm a very generous guy. So I do want to meet you, but I also just want to be as kind as possible.
I appreciate
You know
that.
what I mean?
I appreciate that a lot. All right, catching up with the chat. Rye guy, East Coast travel, 1 hour trip is a trip to the grocery store in the Midwest. Well, I mean, you know what? That sounds like a problem. Nash Vegas represent from Zach Anderson. Gotta love that 2 of the 5 games in this set could have driven an hour to play in person. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We got a lot of New England on New England matchups here. Almost was 3. We had 5. Well, we had 5 people, but.
Time to set the order markers.
Yep. I know where mine are going. I have to type them out. And I did some practice games with teammates, not for this one, but for their games but with the old software with the bugs on it, where the order markers weren't working right. So I'm really hoping they work correctly here. That would be lovely.
I only did one practice game with the old software, and I didn't see any of those bugs.
Oh,
so
awesome!
I only heard tales.
Awesome. Welcome in, Jacob. Welcome.
Roll for initiative. Good luck, sir. I would shake your hand if I could.
Yeah, you use well. Virtual handshake.
Your virtual handshake, exactly.
Okay. You win initiative. Okay. All right, so he's opening Knights. What I wasn't sure about at all was whether we were going to have a Knights or a 4th mass opening. The Knights opening is going to force me to not rush Q9 too aggressively. We're going to just sort of hang back, and the initial battle is going to happen in our start zone. Knights are going to have control of the 2 glyphs, which is unfortunate. It's quite good that I lost this initiative, because it denies the possibility of a Knight initiative switch from round 1 into round 2, which is probably the worst case scenario for me. Part of the reason I set up my start zone like this was I didn't want Knights to be able to attack Raylan immediately, because I need Raylan to survive for as long as possible during the Knights battle. We're just going to have to seed the glyphs in this matchup. We're going to open Q9 to as safe of a spot as he can get to, and then try to take ping shots, hopefully get a little bit of damage on the way in. And then probably next round switch over to full cutters, and have the cutters fight the Knights inside of Raylan's aura, where we have a lot of things being at -3 defense. That is the plan. So we'll see how it goes. I was unsure whether he would open Knights or 4th, or a mixture of the 2. So that's why I went with the Q9 pure opening. If he opened 4th, the Q9 pure opening was quite good. And if he opened Knights, it's not bad. Because I don't really want to rush out of my start zone anyways. I want to force the Knights to traverse the whole board in this matchup, and then have the battle take place within Raylan's aura. So as it's situated, anywhere that a Knight is able to attack a cutter, it's going to be within the Raylan's negative aura. Hey, Matthias. This game is Dragon Dice. Yep.
3, 4.
You told me I should try it, so I thought I'd give it a shout out.
4.
Yeah, there's Knights. They should be proud of this. There's Knights. All of the Knights are with 4th mass, so that's a conundrum for you. I'm not sure who you root for. Knights with range or Q9 Raylan. I feel like it's still Knights with range, but at least we made you think about it.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and that'll be it for my turn.
Whoopsies. Okay, my chat is requesting that we turn off the start zones, so I will attempt to do that.
Yeah, of course.
I don't remember how to do that, though.
So I should do Hex Lock.
Yeah. If I could ever find it. Man, I'm so bad at Vassal. Oh, you got it. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. All right, reveal order marker 1.
That actually looks like 10 times nicer.
Yeah, it does help with the streaming. It does help with the watching experience. Quite a bit once it's done. So okay. Q9. Let's see. What do you have? 1, 2. Is that Knight on level 1? Level 1. Okay. He's on level 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't get a shot off there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could get a shot off there, but then I'm exposed. How much do you need to get to me there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, but did you move the knight to see his?
Yeah. I think I put.
But if you hold over it and then you go to his card and then you go to the bottom left, you can see he's on grass.
You are correct. Yep. Sorry, I am so bad at Vassal. I have played so many hundreds of games on OHS software and so few on Vassal, and it's just like this foreign entity to me still.
No, I'm the chillest dude. I'm not
appreciate
offended in any way that you moved my knight or anything. I'm just
Cool.
just
Yeah, no, it's good. It's helpful. I truly forget how this software works. All right, I'm not gonna be able to get a shot off then. That's not a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't think that shot is worth it. It's a 4v4, but like, so what? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need a 3 on dispatch. I think that's too probable for me to want to give that up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That'd be 4 to get there. I don't love that either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can always go back to there if we need to. Okay. All right, not gonna get a shot off here. Do I even move to there, or do I just stay in place? 1, 2, 3. Actually, maybe we go to there. That's not bad. I really want you to be around for the 4th mass. No, I'm gonna go here. No shots, though, but I will go there and call that the turn. So a little bit of exposure where one knight could get to him, but if the knights get to him, it's going to happen within Raylan's aura, and it's just going to be one knight. That's why I put myself next to just one road tile instead of multiple. I could get caught here a little bit. We'll see if he rolls really well on dispatch, but it also puts more pressure if he doesn't roll well on dispatch. And it can't be a Gilbert boosted knight. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk with this, but I don't think it's a huge risk. Matthias, knights with range, what happened to this world? Yeah, it's a wild one. I'm glad the knights did bring range. I much prefer I match up into knights 4th than... Well, the knights couldn't have gone pure knights because of the restricted-less nature of the format. Which is part of why I ran this army. No, like, 5x knights, no 4x heavies. None of that shenanigans to deal with.
Oh my gosh, this is freaking... I'm going to scoot him up here. Do the thing for 1.
Oh, well, I could have gotten away with a more aggressive move and taken the shot. Oh, well.
I guess I'll just go 1, 1, and 1. And might as well move this guy. Well, actually, hold on. Move this guy 1. Alright, that's it for Gilbert, and then turn to the knights.
I think the big question here is going to be, do I like make an aggressive Q9 play at the end of this round to potentially kill a bunch of knights? It's interesting. Probably not. I probably just shoot from max range, like 8, at whatever I can. Like I can pivot slightly here and then just shoot Gilbert if he doesn't give me a knight shot. I'd rather shoot knights than shoot Gilbert, but I'll take the Gilbert shot. Like I'd rather take a max range shot at Gilbert than expose Q9 to be more vulnerable to the knights. One thing about the knights playing knight against knights though is you have to like you can't ever be certain you can't get engaged with a ranged figure because you never know what the dispatch is going to be. So all you can do is set your risk tolerance. Like I'm okay getting engaged if he rolls a 3 or better. I'm okay getting engaged if he rolls a 4 or better, etc. Obviously, like if it's like needing a 5, it's pretty unlikely, but it's still possible. Whereas with pretty much every other army, you can usually find ways to place your ranged figures to where they 100% can't be engaged. So it's just a little bit different with knights where you just have to be willing to set that risk tolerance threshold instead. And I'm wishing I hadn't gone where I did right now. But it doesn't look like I'm likely to get punished. I'm going to have to pivot 1 hex a little bit now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And check some line of sights. 1, 2. Man, the line of sight blocking is pretty bad. Well, it is Q9, as you probably guessed. I'm trying to figure out where to put him. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That shot and take a 4v6. Not bad. I'm going to try this trick. Gilbert's on a 3 height. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gilbert can't get anywhere near me. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually think I want to. So I actually want to let him win initiative next round, funkily. I don't think the Knights are going to be ready to take maximal advantage of that, so I want to have the possibility to have the switch from round 2 to round 3. So I'm not going to go for the Knight going for the disengage glyph, for the initiative glyph. I'm just going to let him have it. Ready. I think that I'm okay with that risk tolerance. So, not there. I'm pivoting him. Rotate, free rotation, like that. Okay, so I'm going to go there, and then I've got a shot on this knight for a 4v8. 4v6. I can't do math. I don't know where I came up with 8 from. Yeah, it's 6. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Well, you might as well have rolled 8 with that, but no, I'm just crazy. I fought with the streaming software for some reason. It didn't like me. It didn't like my thumbnail. It like refused to start the stream, and then I had to eventually figure out the thumbnail was the issue. But it was like it was weird.
How many people are watching right now?
That's a good question. I don't know. A good streamer would know how to find that out. At least 4 people, because that's how many I've commented in chat. But I don't even know how to check that information. I don't know.
That's fine. All right. Okay. Third one is, I'm sure as you guessed it, on the Knights.
Did seem probable. It could have been a 4th. You never know.
Yeah, that's true. Could have been. Bonnie with Gilbert, obviously.
Oh, hey Swarm. It's camera tracking. Yeah, I still don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I haven't decided. I turn it off sometimes. Usually if I'm recording, I turn it off because I think the tracking is like weird if it's a recording that's going into a video. But yes, Captain 7.
No, I like where he's at. I'm just going to keep him there and roll for the thing. 3. That is not that bad.
So I can get caught now. Oh well, not a ton I can do about it. I could have not taken that shot. I think the shot was worth it. I don't want to let Knights develop. The problem with not taking the shot is if I'm never shooting, Knights get to like 100% max low roll and then wait to come in until they have all 12 of them with Gilbert all lined up in a freaking line in the middle of the map. So I am going to get engaged here. If it's just by 1 knight, I'm then going to retreat. Like if he takes initiative and engages me with 1 knight, I am going to retreat Q9 and take the 2 LEAs, hoping they don't both go through. But I suspect he's going to take Soul Astrid and take a 4v7 into Q. If that does a bunch of wounds, I may be screwed.
3 there, and I'll go 3 there. And then I turn up the Knights. We're going to go there. There. Hold on, did I just duplicate a knight, or...
I don't think so. Let me count how many you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see 12 knights on the board.
Okay, I think because I just moved this knight from this tree, but there's already a knight there. So I think I accidentally...
No, you had dispatched him up onto road. He started on that, so you dispatched him to road, to like there.
Right, yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you replaced he did start at that tree spot, but you dispatched him and then dispatched to refill.
Yeah. So the my movement line showed he came from the same spot where the knight was, and then I was.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I just,
If you hit the done arrow, if you hit the done check mark after the dispatch is done, then it'll show the two of them separately.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. So he came in.
So I moved the knight on the glyph, moving this guy down here.
Yep.
And 2 more knights.
Interesting. I don't start the streams on the YouTube page though, Ryan. I just do them in OBS directly.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, I don't think I've ever started a stream directly through YouTube, so I'm not sure what that looks like.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. All right, then we're going to have a same
So
little jack.
he didn't take initiative. I think not taking initiative is sharp there. I wanted him.
So here into here.
Yep. I'll take that.
Nothing.
I will take that.
All right, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
All right. Oh, now the question is, do I stay or do I run away? Like a little coward. How many dispatches does it take for you to engage me with more? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That one can get to me with 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one can get to me with 2. Yeah, you just need 2 dispatch to be able to catch me with like infinite knights here. So I think we have to do it. All right, go ahead and roll for the 2 LEAs.
It's 2 leave engagement.
Because it's a knight. Yeah, they have a coward's reward. Unfortunately for me.
Hey, come on, 2 skulls. Here we go.
Oh, that's just gross. Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, how did you set the new? How do I? Okay, so if I just add wounds to him, will it show up in the box? Is that okay?
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
I did it all for you to where I assigned
yes.
the wounds to the bottom. Okay.
I appreciate that. Well, I am going to Queglex the only knight in range. I guess I'll mark it. 3v. These are 3v3s because you're in Raylan's aura.
Yep, in Raven's aura. It would be a 3. I have 2, don't I? Or is it -1?
It's just -1. It's just -1. Yeah, the cutters. If the cutters swarming you is -2, Raylan is -1.
Right. That's what I'm getting confused about. Is the cutters.
Yep. Okay. I don't have any other targets. That's it. The fun combo is with both of them together. It's -3, and then you're just like, yeah, they don't have much defense.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's a battle round. Reset order markers.
Yep. Oof, that was brutal. Those both of those going through. 1 is fine. 2 is painful. Not much we can do about it, though. Question now is... Well, I can't ever, like, ship Q9 out in front of these stupid cutters again, is the problem. Because I can't afford to let them get engaged again by knights. I won't be able to take the LEAs a second time. So that sucks. 2 wins on Q9 for a single knight is garbage. I appreciate that, Ryan. Thank you. That's the best way to shove things into my brain. Force me to read about them when I'm captive audience at my computer. It's pretty good. It's pretty smart strat, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I am going to go all Q9. I think I can go left this time a lot safer and be okay with staying there if I do get screwed. I actually think I might put the 3 on cutters this time. Yeah, anticipating that the knights will have come in by then. Yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to keep the same distribution. Oh, shit. Ignore that. That's me trying to set my order markers and revealing last rounds instead.
I saw that and I was like, oh, interesting.
Okay, that is what I was trying to do.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just here for a second.
Yeah. Gilbert is the one with the flag, Eric. Yeah, pro tips right there. Gilbert is right here. I'll hover over his location on stream. I guess that's a bad way to do it. Yep, that's Gilbert. That's Gilby.
All right. Here we go. I guess I'm going first.
You are going first. Love that. Absolutely love
First
that.
one
That's what we
is
wanted. We did not want to win that initiative.
Knights. One of Gilbert.
Flag on the top down looks like a shield. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Depends on the size of the screen. I'm on a really big screen here. Like I've got with my desktop setup, I've got a 27-inch monitor that this is being
Well, actually, let me think.
displayed on, so it's a lot easier for me to tell on that size. But if you're on like anything small, I imagine they look pretty similar. When I'm playing on my laptop, if I'm like on the road or traveling somewhere, it's so hard for me to see stuff. Like going from this 27-inch screen down to like the 14-inch screen or whatever. The details just like merge together so badly on that tiny screen. Let alone on a phone. I imagine some of y'all are probably watching on a phone. Mobile. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. And it's like, yeah, I
We're gonna keep him there.
imagine that would be damn hard to read.
A 3.
Well, I'm glad I didn't put Q9 in the spot where he'd have gotten caught by a 3. That's what I would have done if I'd won initiative, I think. So I certainly would have considered it. Ugh. He's playing this pretty well with the Knights. Yeah. The 2 LEAs going through is freaking brutal, though. The 1 is fine. 1 is fine. 2 is painful.
I'm going to go 2 here.
It's possible me putting Q9 there in the first place was a mistake. I wanted the shot. Chance to kill Knights is good. But
I'll go 1, 2,
it
3.
may have been a mistake. We'll see.
I'll go 1, 2, 3. I'll go 1, 2. Well, I'll go 1, 2, 3. And then, okay, that's what I wanted to do. Take a turn with Knights. I'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on, let me think. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's sharp.
1, 2, 3.
Make sure I'm muted. I am muted. Yeah, these are sharp, so I don't have shots from there. I don't have shots from there. This is a good way to develop. I'm going to end up having to no-op this Q9 turn, probably. Cannot afford to send Q9 out in front of the screen again. So, it's not going to happen. I want to take shots, but I don't think I can afford to.
Oh, wait, hold on. I still got one more movement.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. I thought I saw the first done, and I was... yeah, that was... Yep, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
You
so
knew
from-
where you knew where it
assumed-
was.
I assumed
You knew where it
one
was.
gonna be
Yeah,
good
you knew
anyway.
where it
Yeah,
was.
I assume.
You knew where it was.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking.
Yeah, play. Oh, go for it. Take your time. Sorry, that was my bad. I jumped the gun. Oops. He knew. He knew it was on Q9.
I'll move this guy. 1,
It was
2,
never not on Q9.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, now I'm done.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. stay here, we have no shots. If we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually have Quaglex from there on one guy. We probably get caught. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only need 2 on dispatch. I can't afford to take a 2 dispatch risk, I don't think. There you go, Skywell. Yeah, I can be the live tutorial of what not to do, and you can get good at it. Happy to help. All right, well, I'm going to be the boring guy and just no-op the turn. So, that's it. You're up.
That's it. All right, my turn. Crap. Sorry. I have 2 screens, and I moved my order marker thing around.
Classic.
Got hidden. Okay, number 2 is on the Knights. Bonding with Gilbert. We are going to think here for a solid second.
This is an interesting spot. The Knights can like basically wait to come in. I think the Knights should just wait to come in until next round. Frankly, I think they should all line up 9 spaces away from where Q9's at right now, and then just wait until they lose an initiative. Now, the way that I counteract that is that I have my order marker 3 on cutters, which had 2 purposes. The first one is if Knights had already come in by then the cutters were going to be in position to make better attacks. The second purpose is
keep him there.
with the cutters order marker 3. Glad we didn't take the risk. With the cutters, I can push up the cutter line a little bit, which like make like 2 forward pockets for Q9 on each side, to where if I then win initiative, I can push him forward and take shots again. So that's the 2 dual purposes of the cutters. It's either the Knights have come in and I want to have them on them, or the Knights haven't come in and I get to make Q9 pockets. Argument I should have made the Q9 pockets in round 1. I didn't expect him to slow roll quite this much, and I was trying to counter something else with my round 1 order markers. Or potentially, I also was worried about countering like the 4th mass potential opening, because I don't know for certain that he's opening pure Knights, going into it. Ooh, we're dispatching up 4th.
1, 2, 3.
Yep, Knights aren't coming in at all. This makes me think the 3 might be on 4th. This is neat. Huh. Well, there goes my plan out the window. We're going to have to adjust this.
And 1, 2, 3. And that's done for Gilbert. And then turn to the Knights. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Never mind. Knights are coming in. I'm thrilled. Knights are coming in. I thought that's not what was going to happen. I thought what was going to happen there is that 4th mass were going to move up and have the order marker 3 and just start shooting at me from
1, 2,
max
3.
range and abusing my pod.
And then 1 more Knight.
I'm thrilled exchanging a Knight for a cutter.
1, 2, 3.
That's great.
4 for right here.
That Knight's going to have
And
3
then we're gonna
defense.
have this Lonely Knight. We'll go for this Goblin Cutter right here.
Okay.
And we're going to add the glyph.
Yep. I assume I'm going to die. I do. It seems probable. With a cutter. Scurries. I don't think I want to refill that exact spot. Maybe. Let me think about this. Where could I? Is there a way to do this that lets Q9 move up and get a double Quaglex? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There and there. I get a second target at least. How much dispatch do you need to catch me there? 1, 2, 3, 4, but just 2. Damn. Yeah, I need more than that then, unfortunately. So I can't go there. I can't go there. Those are all not going to work. I think we're just going to stay where we are and shoot the 1 Knight then. Okay. In that case, let's go that cutter to there. And then that back cutter up to there. And that's the scurry. And then now it is my turn.
Yes, it is.
And I lost my order markers box as well. There we go. Okay. 1, 2. All right, we'll just stay where we are and Quaglex's the one dude. So these will be 3v3s because Raylan's aura.
Yep.
All right.
Is it dead knight?
That's just the one shot. That's it.
All right. I'm on 3 knights, bonding with Gilbert.
So I've made one cutter pocket. The next order marker is on cutters. If any knights come in, we're going to prioritize killing those knights. We also have the ability to potentially take the initiative glyph if we want it for next round. If he attacks a knight, if he attacks a cutter, and then we scurry, we could scurry to set up taking the glyph. I hope knights come in. I really hope knights come in right now.
Oh. I'm gonna scoot Gilbert up to here this time.
I don't think that one knight should have even come in last turn, so there's a chance. There's a chance he ships in more knights.
Or 1? I mean, I'll take it.
It's a scary attack roll. It's a scary. I'm glad that's not an attack roll on Q9 right there. That's a lot of skulls. Oof. He might just like try to trade one knight at a time for a cutter. Like, it's possible that his strategy is to be like, each turn I'm going to trade a single knight for a single cutter, which is an interesting strategy. Yeah, I'm feeling like order marker 1 of the game should have been on cutters instead of Q9. I think that was a mistake.
1, 1.
I could have had these pockets created a long time ago.
1 and 1.
I didn't want to let more of them get engaged by knights on road, like,
knights.
but it's just better than what I did. Taking the risk of the 2 LEAs both hitting was probably just unnecessary for this matchup. Yeah, I chalked it up as a mistake. 1x cutters round 1, 2, 3, Q9. It was better than what I did. This is a world where I need to move Raylan
1, 2, 3, 4.
next round. I'm trying to decide how likely that is.
Man, dude, you are being very shy.
Yeah, I like my start zone. What can I say? It's a good start zone.
Frick, what do I want to do here?
For what it's worth, this is why maps should have Wannick. But, you know, that's fine. It's a good enough strategy.
I guess I'll scoot this guy up to here. honestly, I think that's it. I think I'm not going to move anymore.
Okay. Alrighty. This one's on cutters.
Cutter is interesting.
Oh, and the question is, do I do that or do I do that? Or do I do 1, 2? Well, I can't do that. That would require 5 moves, and that is not legal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I really don't like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I think we have to put you there, even though it's not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no, you're gonna be able to go there no matter what, because I have to put a dude there in order to make the pocket correctly. At that point, I might rather just let you just be there and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm okay with that, with pushing it a tiny bit here. Actually, there's a chance that I should not be using quite from the back. Is there a better like mid pocket to make here? I do like using that one. I think using that one is sharp as well. And I think as is using that one. Yeah, I think I'm better off using opening up pockets there. Like more options. All right, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah. All right, end of the round.
End of the round. I think we do the same thing again. I definitely have to have the 1 on Q9 now. Like always, the question is, should we have the 2 on cutters or just the 3 on cutters? We're gonna go with a 2-2 order marker distribution no matter what next round. Though we're not gonna keep the 3-1 because it's not gonna serve us anymore. So the question is, do we have the X on cutters or do we have the 2 on cutters? I think it's the X. I think if we win initiative, I think it's fine to just have more Q9 order markers depending on that. So we're going to put the X on cutters this time. And be fine that he knows where the 3 is when we get past that. I think the fake about where the 2 is at makes more sense. Okay. I'm still so bad with cutters. I feel like every time I play them, I make massive mistakes with them still.
Do you know in Vassal if when you submit all the order markers, it shows on your blue side where you have order markers where?
Yeah. So when it's supposed to so like under set at the bottom of the order marker screen, it should show where they're at in the current distribution. Like underneath.
Well, sorry, I'm saying for your opponent.
Oh, not until they reveal.
Or not until we roll for initiative?
Yeah, not until we roll for initiative. Then they should show up on the...
Yeah, then I can't see like what order markers you have where, like if you have 3 on cutters or 3 on Q9, etc.
Not until we roll for initiative, right? When we roll for initiative, it shows that in the chat box.
Right.
Cutters are annoying to face. Yeah, they're also hard to play though. And I remember like in Reverse the Whip for a while, ISP3 would just run like 3x cutters every year. And like a big part of the premise was like, I know how to play cutters and y'all don't, so deal with it. And it was a really good strategy. I've been trying to get better with them. It feels like the ceiling with cutters is like really high. But no, I should have had order marker one of the game on cutters. That was a really big mistake in hindsight. Q9 just shouldn't have 2 wounds right now. I'm just a stupid head. I'm just a stupid head.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, guess I'm going first.
Again, very happy to lose initiative. We got it, like, us getting initiative switched into is the worst case scenario. It's going to happen at some point, but hopefully we kill most of the knights before that happens. I'm glad he's sticking with knight order markers. As long as he's sticking with knight order markers, I don't have to move Raylan. Once most of the knights are dead, then we're going to have to move Raylan to be more aggressive into 4th. Because she won't be doing us any good in our start zone at that point in time.
Move him up to here.
Okay. So if knights rush in, I will back up that cutter wall and just keep Q9 in the back and shoot. And if they don't rush in, Q9 will move up into that pocket. However, Gilbert can now get into that pocket. And next turn, Gilbert will be able to attack that pocket, which essentially means that I just have to sacrifice a cutter because I'll be able to replace the cutter that dies to Gilbert, but I'll to refill the line, which is what's going to, if the knights don't come in now, like I'm going to Quaglex on this turn. I move up into the pot. If they, no matter what happens, I'm going to Quaglex unless the knights retreat.
Okay, 2.
Yeah, but Skywell, but then your opponent has to play them well. That's the thing. And so, like, if you're just, like, the cutter's main, and that's it, and you're going to play him, like, it's just like it's a unit that's really hard to play well, though, compared to, like, because it just plays, it's got so many decision points and plays so differently than a lot of other stuff. So if you're just, like, super experienced with it, and your opponents aren't, then it becomes, like, a really cool reverse throw-up tech.
Go 1, 2.
Way annoying to face, whether well or not. I disagree with that. And if a unit is played badly, I do not find it annoying to face. I find it awesome to face a unit that's being played badly. So I got no complaints in that department there, if it's going to happen that way. However, this game is played badly by me. So if I lose this, I'm going to have just myself to blame. I like that, though. That's good. It's good to be able to blame yourself for your mistakes.
The 2 and 2.
They do. And they don't necessarily scurry them in ways that, like, when you're scurrying, you've got to balance getting attacked less and also setting up better attacks for your next turn. Because you can scurry into an aggressive position to then go get something else, or you can maybe scurry into, like, a defensive position. You know, there's lots of options for how to do that.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's knight's not coming
1,
in
2.
yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That knight is coming in. Okay. Depending on how many targets we get.
1 more knight. Let's see.
If I'm gonna make sure I have multiple targets off the special attack, no matter how this goes.
We'll go 1, 2, 3. Well,
I can do that, though, by moving a different cutter in the back, which is what we're going to do. We're going to make a new pocket for Q9 where he has the ability to shoot up at that knight that just moved to max height right here. So we want to target that guy with the special. So what we're going to do is we're going to scurry this cutter out of that spot, and then Q9 can move into that spot and then shoot this knight here and then also that knight there. That's my plan.
We'll swing this guy around to here.
That way we continue to force the
So
battle
we'll
to
take
happen more in Raylan's
an
aura.
glyph.
Because that current knight is not in
Actually,
the
let me
aura.
think what makes more sense. Actually, I'm not going to go into that guy. I'm going to go into this guy right here.
Okay.
For attack of 4.
That is blockable. That is blockable, Cutter.
It is blockable. Come on, Cutter.
No, he just couldn't.
He did the right
He just
thing.
couldn't
He
do
chose
it.
the right thing.
I hard disagree on that assessment, but I respect your opinion.
We can agree to disagree. Yeah.
Scattering. So scurrying now. Let's see. That one's gonna back up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that. Oops. Nope. I did that incorrectly. What was the first one I did? Yeah. So this one's gonna. Yeah. So I have to move this guy in order to. Well, no. Do I even? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I have to move this guy in order to have the pocket. So he's gonna move. And then that guy's just gonna back up one spot.
Cool.
Yep.
Then that's the end of it.
Yep, and that's the end of the scurry. My 1 is Q9. We're going to step up in the world. We have so many potential targets now with our Queglex. Alrighty. We're going to start with the one that has the least defense, which is 4. Oops. Nope. Come on. I rotated you. Why did you go back? Get your butt back in line. All right. I'm going to hit the done button so that it goes away. We're going to start with that knight, 3v4.
Oh, I thought he could do it.
Not quite. He tried.
He did. He was close. All right. Number 2 is on the knights, bonding with Gilbert. We are going to think here for a second.
I actually think this is going to be the last round he gets max value out of knights with. If they come in hefty now. So I think Gilbert positioned himself to be able to come in. I was briefly trying to block Gilbert from being able to get an attack. Skywell, why does he have 4 defense? He was outside of Raylan's aura. He was 5 away. I had to let him be 5 away there in order to set up the pocket in case I'd won initiative. Message retracted. It's printed on the card. Nice, Eric. Eric, the slam on poor Skywell.
He's gonna stay there and do his.
Also redacted. Oh, come on! You can't redact the salt.
I mean, that's not that bad. I'll take it.
Oh no, that was the one on even ground. Yeah, Sky. I was attacking the one who was on the level 1 road. I had one guy. I didn't put any cutters next to height. That would have been crazy talk. I'm not that crazy. I'm crazy. I'm not that crazy.
We'll go 1, 2, 3.
It's one of the few knights that's actually going to have 4 defense this game. A lot of them are going to be more or less defense than that. So Gilbert didn't come in for an attack. I think I like that. And we got knights coming in now. So our next turn is going to be Q9 backing up and shooting knights that are in the aura. And then the turn after that is going to be cutters mobbing knights. So we should be getting 3v3s. On whichever knights come in next, we should be getting 3v3s. We need more units that want to stand next to height. That's what the Gelry are for, man. The Gelry are like, you get +1, I get +2, baby. Who needs better stats than that? The problem is then they have to attack up as well. So, it's not amazing, but like, I don't know. You can just make a bonkers unit that's like, if it's being attacked from adjacent height, it gets +4 defense. Or it's like, I'm going to stand next to height. What are you going to do about it, buddy? Probably bad design space. Probably not what you want to have happening in the game, but, height being a dynamic thing is a huge part of the gameplay. We need that.
I'll go 1, 2,
Especially because a ton of people just like to put their units next to height for no reason, and then you just get to kill them. It's great. Let people do that. If people want to do that, I think we should just let them do that.
We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, right here.
Hang on. So that's going to be an LEA from one cutter to get there.
Oh, you're right. Crap.
You can you can back out of things if you need to, but that movement would be an LEA.
You're right. I did not realize that. Well, frick. It's kind of rude.
It was intentional, for what that's worth, but Warforged versus Gallery swapping them onto height. That's a play. That's a play. I mean, it's not worth it because you're trading +1 attack for +2 defense for +0 attack for +1 defense. So you're effectively trading +1 attack for +1 defense, which is not a good trade. But still, I mean, it's funny. It'd be funny. Like, this is still worse for me, but F that Gallery. That one in particular. Although if it does take it out of Raylan's aura, then it would work. So if it's against like a Gallery Raylan Krav type pod where you're swapping it onto height out of the aura, then it would become worth it. And 20 cutters is so many. I love having 20 cutters. I just love having 20 cutters. It's great. Q9 sucks.
1, 2, 3.
I gotta stop running Q9.
Down there instead.
It's a good spot. I like that spot. Being next to the jungle is quite nice, and it also makes it tougher for my cutters to potentially steal Dagmar at the end of the round, which I am strongly considering attempting to do. So I think that's a good play. So he's going to have the potential to bring another knight in there on the order marker 3, which would then fully wall off that area to prevent me from getting to Dagmar, which is what he should do. We'll see if that happens, but that's what he should do.
I'll go 1, 2, 3 right there. I have one more knight.
Okay. It's Buzzy. I ran Q10 X4 cutters locally a few weeks ago. Much fun. It is. It's. Do you know what the fun thing you could do about that is? You could have your own Q10 shoot your own cutters and ruin their day. You just open up with 4 attacks at 2 into your own cutters, baby, just blasting away. Probably didn't do that. Probably don't recommend doing that, but it would be funny. It would be really funny. Keep it in mind. So the big question is going to be, if more knights come in, my decision's easy. Backup and Queglex, whichever ones have the lowest defense in that order. If no more knights come in, Dragon go burr. Dragoon go burr. Yeah, Dragoon. True. I haven't played much Dragoon either. That's one of the new figures I haven't done much with. I want like one more knight to come in here. So like, I think in theory, either you want to bring in 4 knights or like just the one. You don't really want to come in with anywhere in between because you either want to make sure you get 2 cutter kills or you don't want to give me extra shots on your knights with Queglex. Now that being said, I will make sure I get a second shot with Queglex.
This knight back. 1. Right. And then we'll attack. We'll have the glyph.
Or maybe not actually.
This knight into
He played it pretty careful.
This guy right here. We're a very dead golem.
Yes, indeed. Very dead is the optimal thing there. How do I want to scurry this shit? I don't think I'd have line of sight from there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have line of sight up to there. You have one more order marker this round. I don't hate that play, actually. Just like make the pocket there. It's the only spot I'm going to get to shoot maximally from. He's got 4 defense anyways. They have 5 defense up there. More targets. That guy I can get on the following turn. Yeah, all right, I'm going to do that. So let's see. Scurry is going to be that one to there. And then that one to there. Yep, that's the Scurry.
All right, that's the end of my turn.
Cool. My 2 is Q9. And you can probably... Oops, that's not what I was trying to do. You can probably predict what Q9 is going to do. Given that Scurry, we're going to go there, and we're going to go a Queglexen. We're going to start on that guy 3v5. That's better.
Ooh, that is not that good.
Okay.
That's a dead knight.
And then that knight next, 3v6. Oh, we take those. We take those.
All right. My third one is...
So I hexlocked last night, and the same thing happened. I don't know. Hexlocks might not be working. I'll try it again.
Martin Gilbert first.
If I can find it. Was it under tools? I don't remember where it's at. That? There we go. So I just clicked Hexlock. Let's try it again. Okay, it would appear we did not Hexlock correctly. Hexlock is faulty. It's not just me. It's not just me. Look at that. I'm not crazy. Hexlock randomly gets undone once per game. Wild.
2.
Dice shortcuts. Right, I don't like dice shortcuts. I don't like shortcuts. I've got all these wonderful buttons that you gave me to click.
2.
I like clicking buttons.
2.
Also, if I'm gonna be, sorry, I messed up. Also, if I'm gonna be real, I don't know what the shortcuts are still. I know you keep telling me the shortcuts, but I don't know them. I'm mostly interacting with Fry Guy in the chat, who's making fun of my vassal usage. Justifiably. Justifiably.
We'll go to there. And that's the end of Gilbert's, so then it's a turn of the knights.
Yep. Thank you. More buttons. I appreciate that. Like, all the buttons. I don't even want to be able to see the map. I just want to have, like, 500 buttons spread out and be, you know, that's beautiful. Buttons are great. I don't have any buttons on this shirt. That's a problem. This shirt's clearly, I should throw out the shirt. I like the way he's been dispatching forth to get them ready for the later game. No buttons. No. I like my buttons, Eric. Don't take my buttons away from me.
Go there.
I would use shortcuts if my captain made me a cheat sheet. Well, Skywell, it might be a good thing you're not on my team then, because I'm not going to make a vassal cheat sheet for my team. So, I can be a bad captain. That's okay.
Actually, sorry, what am I doing?
I would love that. Yes, Ryan, please give me that button. I want that button all day. Also, we might need a button that says the turn action of Dicel is punned.
Man, you are so shy. Okay. I think I'm just going to keep all my knights where they're at, and we're going to have this knight use the glyph attack into this goblin right here.
Okie doke. Woo! Goblin! Let's go! Let's go, Goblin! Let's go! And it is cutters, as it had to be, because they're all on cutters, and I want to get that one knight here, so we're going to send 3 after him. I can't move the ones that are around Q9 here, because you might win initiative, so all I can do is get that one fool over there. Probably want to give myself the best possible Q9 pockets to do so, so we'll go with that one to there, and then that one to there. And I think that's going to be it. Let me see if I want to move this guy at all. Yeah, there's some argument to just having 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, no. That lets you be outside Raylan's aura again. We don't want to allow that. So in that case, I might want to put Q9 there though for now. So I don't want to preemptively block too much off of that. Let's just scoot that one guy forward a splotch, and then we'll have 3 attacks on this knight down here. Those are all 2v1s.
Here we go.
Nope.
I'll take it.
Okay. Whew.
I thought he was going to survive.
I kind of did. After I missed the first 2, I thought he was too. It would have been funny. It would have been like the cutter and the knight, both with 1 defense, just somehow lived through like all of that nonsense. Would have been quite the outcome, but...
It would have been revenge for that one cutter.
Okay, we've got half of the knights dead now.
All right, well, let's see the battle round. Reset order markers.
So the fun question here is, do I ever move Raylan? Next round, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She could come into there. 1, 2. She's just gonna start. I think he's gonna start switching to 4th next round at some point here. And because of that, I'm wondering if we want to start going with cutters. Well, like there's just a lot of merit to having a real Raylan order marker though. Q9. Maybe I wait one more round. Go Q9 cutters again. If I win initiative, I don't get to Quaglex anybody. I just get to take a ranged shot. Maybe I just want the 1 Q9 order marker then. Because I could back up and take a ranged shot anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I could back up and take a ranged shot, so it doesn't make a huge difference. I'm thinking I just want the 1 Q9 order marker this turn. Maybe with 2 order markers on cutters. I think the 3 has to be on cutters, because if I lose initiative, I actually want to have the option to go for Dagmar Switch again. Is Raylan useful into the 4th? It's definitely useful. Can I afford to take the turn to move her? I actually think I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She could go there. And affect Gilbert in the middle. Huh. I mean, yeah, the only question is, like, do I move Raylan on a marker 2 or not? I think I do. If 4th can shoot her, but she's just useless. Once the knights are dead, she's just useless in the back. All right. I think it's time to move Ray. So we're going to go Q9 Raylan cutters with the fake on Q9. Thinking that we're going to start catching 4th at the end of this round. Alrighty. Raylan's just not useful at all where she's at against 4th is the problem. So the knight on the glyph is probably going to stay there forever, which really just means there's 5 knights left. I could have waited 1 round to try to do this, but Your captain seems to want everyone using shortcuts. I can't speak for other captains. I can only speak for my own team. Paint dry. Look, Eric, you're the one watching paint dry. I'm the one who's forced to dry the paint. I don't know how this is my fault.
Ooh, a solid 6. You get to go?
I do. You have a lot of 4th order markers now, which is intriguing. Okay, fun question. Did you put the 1 on knights, though, or not? I wish I did not. Oh, mine's Q9, sorry. Did you put the 1 on knights or not? So if I moved Q9 up and it's on knights, that's awful. I kind of think you didn't put the 1 on knights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I about to do something crazy? Maybe. I like to do crazy things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I'm not going to do the crazy thing because I have the rail in order marker. I have to buy myself a little bit more time, so we're just going to back up Q9 and shoot a knight. Nope, I'm not going to be crazy. Q9's going to go here. Oh, shit. What did I just do? Vassal jumped around. I'm going to rotate him slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, I think I might want to leave him there. I like being able to get it back up onto the plateau in one move. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll hit that knight with the 4v5.
That's doable. Come on.
Got him.
No, he's not.
Got him. All right. You're up.
All right, first one is on the fourth.
I could have been crazy. I wouldn't have got punished for it. Damn it. Thought about it.
When you said that, I was thinking of saying something. I'm like, you should be crazy, and then try and get in your mind. But I'm like, I'll just let him.
Yeah, let me
figure it out.
I get in my own mind enough when I'm playing this game. It's All right, so we now have 7 of the 12 knights are dead. So there's only 5 knights left, and one of them's on the glyph. The knights are not going to be able to do that much left to us. We're going to have to, like, YOLO Raylan now, though, because she's just useless where she's at. Which is, I'm glad I had the... I'm glad I have the 2 on her with the way this played out. Like, 4th only get 1 cutter at a time. So, like, the oncoming cutters v4th is amazing for me.
Question's sake, if I put, this is for example, if I put this 4th here, do you think he can see this goblin right here? Can you see my range?
Yeah, I see what you're going for.
Like if I
yeah, probably.
Him
probably.
like
That's fine.
it,
That's I mean I could have prevented it, but it's fine. I'm not gonna. You're gonna get a shot anywhere. I'm not. That's fine. If you want to take that shot, you're good.
Okay. All right. I'll move him back. But
like I think if I position the cutter better, well, I don't know how to do that with the single dude. If I had pushed the cutter to like the top of the hex, I don't think you can see him. But I think if he's dead centered on it, you can see him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move this guy back, and I'm gonna think for a second.
Sure.
So I'm actually gonna move him up here instead. I'm gonna move this guy up here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Move this guy down here. One, two, three, four, 5. We're gonna move this guy over here.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with this guy attacking into this guy.
Yep.
No glyph admit.
Sure.
I said admit. I meant adding.
All good. 3v1.
So yeah, 3v.
Okay, got him. Oops. Scurry time. Let's go to there. And then... Nope, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to there with those two. And that's the scurry. And then that's the end of your turn because you have no targets.
Couple targets.
Cutters don't have hit zones for the rest of the turn.
Is it all cutters or the ones that just moved?
All cutters.
Ah, frick. I thought it was the ones. Okay, never mind.
They're a pain in the butt for ranged commons to deal with.
Okay, frick. This is why I'm not using the army. Okay, well, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. You will have another target shortly, however, because I'm about to fly Raylan into your grill.
Okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's an annoying... Like, there's not much else she can do against... Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. She's not wounded. I'm trying to free rotate her. She's useless in the start zone against the cutters, so it's just like, whatever. That's the Raylan move. Your turn.
Okay, my turn.
Yep. I mean, don't love it, right? Like, she's going to get shot at, but it's like she was going to get shot at anyways, and she might help me kill a few fourth now in a spot where she wasn't going to before. I could have saved her for endgame versus Gilbert. I think I like this better. The initiative glyph is going to be really important over the next 2 to 3 rounds as the game is decided, and I wanted to be able to cover the glyph area for cutters getting in there. Oh, sorry, just to clarify the cutters thing. So it's all cutters that are not engaged don't have hit zones. So if I had a cutter that was engaged somewhere with a knight, it still has hit zones and can be shot by the fourth.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for that clarification.
Yeah, it's just the unengaged ones that are unshootable.
Okay.
I wish Raylan had been able to attack a fourth there. That'd have been nice.
I never had to play against the cutters until this match, so that's been part of the challenge. Is like, okay, I'm not familiar with this army at all, but I'm figuring it out.
Man, if I hadn't given, like, if I hadn't just YOLO given Q92 wins for no reason, this game would be just brutally over. But it's my fault. I made a boo-boo in the opening. Should have had the door marker 1 on cutters. Don't make mistakes if you don't want to get punished for the mistakes. Make mistakes, expect to get punished. Still a really good spot. I mean, I don't know what fourth they're gonna like not do much to cutters here. So if the fourth wait, then fire. If I had Lovey, Raylan would have moved 1 more space. That's true. That's true. Then she would have been able to attack. It's maybe my teammate should have told me to bring Lovey with this. Man has lived a blessed life until Sky not having to face cutters. You really don't like cutters, my man. Maybe you shouldn't bring dragon counters if you hate cutters like that. If you don't bring dragon counters, you can just let the dragons kill the cutters. Okay. Dragons are really good at killing cutters. Special attack. Well, everything but Karos.
I'm not going to move any of my fourth.
Actually, Karos is still pretty good at them. If Karos can get on height, then like they'd have to take 2v4s into Counter-Strike and just sacrifice themselves infinitely.
Actually, hold on, sorry, give me a second.
My plan is to take the initiative glyph on my order marker 3 when I get shot at. When I get shot at by fourth, I'm going to take the initiative glyph.
We'll start with this fourth back here. Shooting up into Raylan.
Okay. She took 1.
I'll take it.
That was height plus jungle for the 5.
Cool. And we're gonna have this fourth attacking down.
Okay.
Attack 4.
4v4. Block it.
this fourth, I'm going to add the glyph to this one, so another attack of 4.
Takes 1.
And then final one, the fourth up on that grass for another attack of 4.
Takes 1 more.
All right, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Couple things there. The dice should be added to the one of the attacks of 4 already to make it an attack of 5. It's better math. The other thing is by putting Rail in there, I just saved a cutter. Like, he didn't shoot a cutter that turn. So there might be an entire another turn potentially where he doesn't kill a cutter now, which would be amazing. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's going to go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one along the road can get up to there. 1, 2, 3. This one can get up to there. And the last one's not going to have an attack no matter what I do. 1, 2. Oops, he got scooted off that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to be able to get to there, ideally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. That cutter will go to there with the last one. All right, those are the movements. We're going to start with this attack here. So you have height, but you have -1s. This is going to be a 2v3.
Yep, defensive 3. Ooh, that's not ideal. Okay, there he goes.
We'll take that one. This is going to be a 2v2 because it's still -1 defense. Okay, and then same guy again, 2v2. Okay.
Whew.
Hey.
All right, number 3 is on the 4th.
So they're going to have to move now if they want to shoot Raylan. If they don't move, they only get 1 cutter no matter what. And I get the glyph, which is nice. If I want the glyph. There's an argument I don't want the glyph here. I have to think about that a little bit. There's also an argument to just bring Q9 up and start yeeting shit in there with Q.
You position your cutters very well. I'm going to give you that.
Thank you. I try. I don't always succeed, but I do try. Ryan, not using the wound shortcut is criminal. I don't know what the wound shortcut is, Ryan. I have buttons. I can do it with a click and a hover and another click. That's like 3 things. How hard is that? That's 3 things. It's so easy. Interesting. I think the interesting question. So we don't move Raylan again. What are the shortcuts in Mac? The symbols tell me nothing. Well, the problem is you're using a Mac, but I know you know that already. So
That's to go here for 1.
okay, so no wait then fire this turn. That means Raylan probably lives. Control plus W. That makes too much sense. W for wound. Who could have thought of W for wound, Ryan? Like, that's too logical. So he's going to kill 1 cutter and then shoot at Raylan. You know, whatever. It is what it is.
Cutters, when they scurry, they can move past characters and not taking the leave engagement attacks, correct?
They have disengage on scurry. Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
What, you think that I can... Ryan, you think I can read the part where it says CTRL-W on the screen? You know I can't read. I think... I mean, a good teacher would understand that this has subjects limitations and then teach to those. So, you know, that's all I'm saying. Question.
Go here.
Going into my first tournament this weekend, I was wondering where I should look up the different glyphs listed. I want to make sure I'm getting the correct info. Fuzzy, good question. Is the tournament on Heroscape.org or is it on Battle Network only?
That guy back there.
If it's on .org, they usually list the glyphs with the maps on the tournament page. If they don't, then I would need to point you somewhere else. So yeah, I guess the first question to answer that would be, is it on .org? Is it a .org event or is it just a Battle Network event? Also, welcome.
So, here's a question.
Yeah.
I shoot a goblin. All the goblins, their hitboxes go away basically.
If they're not engaged.
Because I'm engaged.
Yeah.
So they're not engaged. So once that happens, then I can shoot. Question shooting into Raylan. That's like my question.
Yeah, Raylan's still a viable target. You can still always shoot Raylan, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So even if a fourth mass is engaged to a goblin,
so if it's engaged, so if a fourth mass is engaged to a goblin, it still has to shoot that goblin. But that goblin that it's engaged to still has hitboxes because it's engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, if I leave a cutter next to fourth, they'll have to shoot that cutter instead of shooting Raylan.
Okay, that's my question.
Yeah. Oh, and Fuzzy, if it's a .org event, you won't be able to post the whole URL in the chat because YouTube doesn't usually let you post URLs. But if you look at the URL for it and there's a number at the end of it, it'll say like tournament ID equals 957. If you see that, if you post the number that's from that URL in the chat, which it should let you do, then I'll take a look at the event and see if I can answer the question for you.
Position this guy around to here, move him maybe on the edge more of the glyph. Do you think he can see Raylan?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think he can see him.
Yes, I think every fourth mass that is currently within range of Raylan can see Raylan.
Okay, sweet.
I want to scurry to that spot if I can. Oh, I want to scurry to that spot if I can on this turn, because that would allow me to get height on the knight on the attack glyph on the following turn. It's not a huge issue, and if Raylan dies, then the attack glyph becomes nearly useless. Or I should say, once Raylan's dead, the attack glyph becomes nearly useless. But if she's still alive, the attack glyph is helpful. Still, she's already made a positive impact by going up there, though, because it's at least one turn where they didn't kill a cutter, and she helped me kill fourth mass as well. Yeah, so, like, I traded one movement for him not killing a cutter for a turn, and then also, debuffing fourth for at least one turn. And if they don't get her this turn, probably 3 turns, because then I'm going to take the Dagmar glyph to be able to try to max pain all those fourth mass. Actually, I would do that over. If Raylan doesn't die here, I would do that instead. But it's a little bit tough because I won't know if she dies when I'm doing the scurries. It also depends on whether he targets an engaged cutter first or not. He probably shouldn't. It doesn't make a huge difference, though. Honestly, it really doesn't make a huge difference because one of the engaged ones can go take Dagmar anyways. Like, I have 3 cutters that can all scurry onto Dagmar once it comes time for that. Ray is so beefy. She's only got 3 defense. I mean, she's only got 3 defense.
So this guy was originally next to the jungle, and he moved 2. Instead, I'm going to move him 5 and scoot him down here.
Okay, sure. Sixth life good. Yes, sixth life is good. Fuzzy, I don't know if you're still there or not, but if you are, I'd be happy to take a look at the tournament if you can point me towards the right tournament to check it out for you. Also, if you're going to your first tournament, the course I just posted this morning for Heroscape University was Heroscape 103, How to Play a Tournament. So that was for your first one. So, timing. What can I say? Timing is too good. It doesn't discuss glyphs in a ton of detail, though. It just mentions that you should be aware of them, which you already are. So, you already got it covered.
We're going to get this guy up right here.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to start with all of our shots into Raylan first. So this guy is going to be shooting
up into Raylan, 2v5.
I'm going to add, it's going to be 5. Yeah, I'm not going to add the glyph. So
Okay.
it's just going to be 2v5.
Oh, brutal.
Okay.
That hurt. Okay.
Can I add the glyph now?
No, that would be a better glyph if you knew you could add it after defense.
Yeah, that would be. Exactly. We're going to do this guy up here into Raylan.
Yep.
It's still 2.
Oh, geez, Raylan.
And then we're going to do this guy up here, adding the glyph for this guy.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, she lives.
And then
she lives.
She does live.
She lives. And then you kill the cutter.
Attack.
Yeah, some cutter's dying. Probably.
I think it makes the most to go this guy into this guy.
Okay.
Well, let me think.
Well, no, you moved. You actually moved this one, so you have to attack.
I moved this guy up top, right?
Yeah, you have to do that
so
3v1.
I'll do that guy.
Yep.
Okay, so that guy attacking down for 3.
Dead. Could have blocked it. Scurry time. That one's gonna take the initiative glyph, and then. I don't think I do that. Stick with that original plan. I think I do something different now. So we want to be able to, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we bring that one up to there. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay, those are the 2 scurries, and then your turn is done because you've taken all your attacks.
And it's the end of the round, right? So reset order markers.
Yep, that is correct. So we're just rolling cutters here. There's some merit to doing Q9, but I think we just want to get the cutter critical mass in at this point in time, as long as Raylan's still there. If I win initiative, I have a pretty good shot to kill 2 to 3 of the 4th on the first turn, and then try to keep wiping them from there. I think we just do a whole round of cutters, though. I don't think it's worth it to mess around with Q9 right now. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I kind of like sneaking in. You know what? I'm going to sneak in order marker 2 on Q9. I think that the 4th are going to be vulnerable to it. And I get to develop him a little bit. He might get shot at by the 4th. I'm probably fine with that. Question is, do I put a second order marker on him or not? I think I do, actually. I think I make it look like the 3 is on him. This is weird. Is this right? I think it is. I really think this is right. Very strange order markers. I may come to regret those order markers. We'll see. I'd rather Q9 face the 4th, though, than Q9 face the Knights in the super late game. And I actually have a question for you, rules-wise, here before we continue.
Yeah, of course.
We are not that incredibly far away from the 2-hour time limit. Usually, that's fine to extend it if both players agree to it. But I'd rather check now than at the end. So, are you fine with extending the time limit to play it out, or are we going to stick it at the 2-hour cap?
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I wanted to check now instead of when it happens because it's better. So cool. Alrighty.
Yeah, no, honestly, I actually forgot there's a time limit, but
yeah, all good. Well, most online stuff. I mean, most of the other stuff doesn't have the strict time limits, but Mike wanted it in place for War League in case one person wanted to keep it there. But yeah, I'm fine playing. I'd prefer to play through, but yeah, I just wanted to check now.
I would prefer to play through too.
Okay. It's a fun game. It's a cool game. Lots of back and forth
Yes, exactly.
processes. Let's see. I'd love a 13% unit win here for Bibleman. Okay. 13. Zach is talking about the initiative, but it's like more than 13. It's like 17. I think Zach's talking about the initiative, but I think it's 83 to 17%. Ryga, who is actually up on points right now? Probably him. Probably him because I took those 2 Q9 wounds. But I agree that it's close. I mean, it won't be by the end of this necessarily. Well, I don't know. It might be. We'll see. If I can get one more turn with Raylan alive, though, I got a ton of value out of her. Actually, I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm gonna run to the bathroom briefly while you work on your order markers. I'll be back.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Same to chat. I'll be right back. I am back. 15 more order markers and I'll be out of cutters. Yeah, about that. Although he's going to be shooting at Q9 and Raylan some, so maybe more than that. Alrighty, I am back. Cool. Whew, I win by 1! Dagmar!
You barely get it.
Dagmar! Let's go, Dagmar. All right. Whew. That is a clutch Dagmar timing. You have knights. Oh, you switched back over to knights. Interesting. Well, I got to reconsider some of my decisions, some of my options now. Not expecting that. Huh. Can I mob that knight? No, I cannot. Let's see. You have 1, 2. How many knights do you have left on the board?
I got 5.
Yeah, okay. So that threw me for a loop. I'm gonna have to think about this one. I knew what I was doing against 4th order markers. Well, that makes my 2 on Q9 fucking scary. I have to protect him now. I have to make sure he can't get to Q9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, he can't get to Q9. Okay, that's fine. Q9 safe. Q9 safe. I don't have to worry about that just yet. I can't do much to knights right now. Like, he's well positioned against that. I think I just mob the 4th that I'm near and then let the knights hit me and run away. I don't see a ton of value in going for the knights. I'd like to leave the 2 knights alone in the north end because if he doesn't roll, what does he need on dispatch? 1, 2, 3. He needs a 3 on dispatch to get that knight out of there. So if he doesn't get a 3, if I go south and he doesn't get a 3 on dispatch, he only gets to use 3 knights right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gilbert could go somewhere annoying. There's nothing I can do about that. And then Q9 will be targeting knights, ideally. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I think we just do that. Alrighty. This cutter is going to go to there. This cutter is going to replace him on height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This cutter is going to come up around the road to get to that spot. I can't really get to the knights too much, so I'm just going to attack the 4th I was going to anyways. And then, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably not. Don't love going to that spot. Don't love going to a lot of these spots, unfortunately for me. 3, 4, 5, 6. Might actually do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just run around the backside. Or he comes up to get that knight as well. He could go to there, but it's not a mob, but it is an attack. It's kind of tough for you to refill that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not really. Not really. It is a 2v3, though. I think it's worth it to get the 2v3. All right, I'm going to do this instead, and I'll get 4 attacks in this turn. Okay, going to go with this. This one has to attack down on that 4th mass, who has no defense. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay. This one has to attack that knight 2v3 because -1 for Raylan. Oh, well, you know what? I would take that knight instead of the 4th.
Would it be a 2v2 because our 2...
No, you're not mobbed. So I need to have 3 cutters next to you in order to get the -2 defense. And I only have 2 there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a progressive thing. It's an all or nothing.
Okay, cool. All right, so I get 3. Still dead?
Well, I'll take that. I mean, I was expecting to get the 4th and not him, but I'll take that one. So these 2 have moved. Let's see. Which one do I want to target? That 4th still
Honestly,
has no
we
defense.
can really switch. I would prefer that.
That's fair. I would think so. Let's go for this 2v0 on the same 4th that has no defense. Okay, he's dead.
That 4th?
And then I'm going to attack up at that one. So it's going to be a 2v3 because you're not mobbed, but you still have -1 for Raylan. Nope. Okay, that's the end of the turn.
Okay.
Oh, getting that knight was massive. So we're now down to just 1 squad of knights, and every knight we get is down in activation. We've only killed 2 4th, 1 sat, so there's 9 4th left. I know that my next order marker is on Q9. He doesn't. He probably thinks my 2 is on cutters and my 3 is on Q9. I think that's what my order markers look like the most. But barring like a truly ungodly good dispatch roll, well, actually, a knight could engage Q9 with a 3 dispatch, but that's fine. Control A for the attacker, Control T for the target. I'm glad, Mike, that you and Raigai are familiar and comfortable with these lovely shortcuts, and I believe you.
Might as well. We're just scoot him down here, and we're gonna attack.
But I am a lazy boy. I'm a lazy boy. Actually, I have been doing no, I take it back. I have been doing the Control A and the Control... Those I'm actually doing. So I'm just being a shithead for no reason. 1 defense. He could do it. He could do it. No, not this time.
He doesn't.
Scurries. Okay. Scurry. So scurries before you roll for dispatch, which is important.
Yes.
Let me think about how I want to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one will scurry to there, and then that one will scurry up onto the road there. That's the scurries.
All right, and then now he gets to do his dispatch. Sorry, I rolled 11. That was my fault. I rolled 1 more.
4.
Four.
4. Wow. That's big.
Yeah, that is very big.
But I have to know the shortcuts to use them, Ryan. The laziness is about the learning process. It's not about the act of doing it. Again, know your audience. You got to know the exact ways that I'm lazy and that I'm, refuse to change. 4 frickin' symbols, though. Jesus, that's why I'm glad. That's one of the reasons I blocked off that one spot on Q9, though. Shortcuts famously the hard. Absolutely. Can I have these dispatches? Eric, I would like him to not have those dispatches, so if you want to take them, by all means, feel free. Although that's the last turn the dispatches are going to really matter too much. Man. He still can't get to Q9 around the back end, though. He needed 5. So I blocked off the one spot that knights could, easily get to Q9, and he can't get engaged. So sweet. That is why we did that with the dispatch, or with the scurries. And then the second scurry was just about getting a cutter on road so that he's more mobile going into my order marker 3. So he can sell out a single knight to go for Raylan here. I kind of think he will, because he's focused so much on killing Raylan. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Either knight in the middle could get to Raylan. He could even get 2 knights next to Raylan if he really wanted to. Of course, if he does it and then doesn't kill them. Mike. Ah, shit, you're right. I didn't count. Let's hope he doesn't notice that too. You are 100% correct. He can. No, Mike gets an LEA anyways. He can do it, but he has to take an LEA, which I'm fine with. So if he does it, he has to take an LEA from that top right cutter in the back in order to get... No, he doesn't. I'm wrong. I'm still wrong. I can't read. I can't read. It's important to understand I can't read. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. He can. I hope he doesn't notice that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have blocked that instead of going to the road. I don't think playing into the 4 dispatches is right, though. I think 4 dispatches is a low enough probability that you just kind of live with it when it happens. I think he's going to want to stay on Sola. Based on the way he's been playing this game so far, I strongly suspect he wants to hold Sola. Now, what should happen is that knight goes into Q9, and then the other knight takes Sola. Or the 4th takes... Well, he can't see the 4th. That's probably the correct play. Then he takes the 4v7 into Q9.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4 for up here.
Mm-hmm. It's 2 dispatches so far. Yeah, right. That's the correct... Yeah, no, Zach, that's what I was saying too. I agree. I think that's the right play. I hope he doesn't do it. Based on the way he's been playing this game, I think he's more concerned about trying to take out Raylan. Again, not that impacts it at all, though. You do the swap and you go for Raylan, too. But we'll see if he goes for that or not. We're down to 4 knights, which means if Q9 can get a good turn off... If Q9 survives and then kills 2 knights, I'm in fantastic shape. Any shot Gilbert could see the gun if he sticks it out properly.
We're gonna shuffle this around a little bit.
Which gun?
We're gonna move this 4th mass. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See the gun. Zach, do you know how many guns are on this map right now?
And then I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have 1 more.
Oh, no, no shot. No shot about seeing that 4th at all. No shot in hell of seeing that 4th. That 4th is on the other side of a castle ruin, like a double castle wall. I don't care which 4th that is.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's a turn with the knights themselves.
Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Let's go.
Down to right here.
Okay.
And 1, 2. And we're going to scoot this guy down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down around here.
Okay.
So now down to the attacking. Let me think who I want to attack first and where.
Yeah, I'm quite thrilled about these moves. This is great. We're going to lose one cutter here. No, actually, he can make it to where I lose 2 cutters. We'll see if he sees how to do it or not. He can make me lose 2 cutters here. I hope he does it in a different way. If this knight attacks this cutter, then he's guaranteed to get a second attack off. The question is, where do I scurry my cutters to in order to sort of wall off for Q9? Is there a way to do that efficiently? There might be. My Q9 target priorities are going to be any knights he can get, and then moving into 4th.
Okay, we're going to go here into here first.
Okie doke.
Same level.
Mm-hmm. Come on, cutter. We got one, baby. We got one.
Drives.
All right. We got a cutter.
And we'll put this guy up, and we're going to add the glyph for this one.
Okay. He's dead.
Build the cutter.
That is death. Okay. Scurries. I'm not going to move next to the other knights, so there won't be any more attacks. I get 2 scurries, and then Q9.
Here, while I figure all that out, I'm going to head to the bathroom too.
Go for it. Go for it. Really wishing I had this on cutters right now, but this is not how I expected this round to play out. So, it is what it is. The good news is Raylan's subtracting those guys' defense like hella good right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mike, are you still in the chat? I'm gonna have. Oh no, you're biased too. Fuck. I need a line of sight check in a moment here. Oh, you know what? I'm not even sure I have it myself. I honestly don't think I have it. Never mind. I'm just gonna say I don't preemptively. I could go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's the play. That is the play right there. That is the play. We go for the knight on the attack glyph. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I got to do a scurry over here. I got to back a dude up. It's just a question of which one do I back up to height there? Because I got to prevent that knight from getting up onto high ground there. I think it's going to be... Huh. Does it make a difference? Not a huge difference. I think I like it being that one better.
All right, I'm back. You still scurrying, or?
Yeah, so the first scurry is going to be that one backs up to this spot here, and the second one I'm still working on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's going to be to there, though. Let me think about this for a moment. 1, 2. So if I go here... 1, 2, 3.
Actually, I lied. Give me 2 more seconds.
Sure. I might not do that anyways. I may need to block off the Gilbert spot. He would need a 3 on dispatch. He would need to put Gilbert in a spot where he could see him and then roll the 3 on dispatch. I'm not too worried about that. I don't love not being next to a jungle spot, but I do love getting the knight on the glyph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other option is to come back over here and shoot that knight. That knight's going to have the same defense, actually, 4 defense. Because -1 for Raylan, +1 for height, and I don't get a secondary target there either. Whereas over here, I get to start shooting other shit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we do it that way, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to be the second scurry. So the point of that second scurry is to prevent Gilbert from being able to get next to Q9 and have Gilbert tie him down, which is what I'd like to avoid. And then we try to kill the knight on Sola Astrid. Start reducing his knight attacks, and then on turn 3, try to kill the 2 knights over by Raylan. Actually, that's an argument to not do it the other direction. I'm gonna undo that. I'm going to do the other one up. We're gonna actually go this way because that way Gilbert can't move through that engaged fourth. So I'm ready. I know what I'm doing as soon as he comes back. All right, I have the moves planned whenever you're back. I'm ready to do the turn, the scurry and the turn.
I have returned.
Okay, the first scurry is this guy. This cutter right here is going to move up onto that high ground spot.
Cool.
And the second scurry is that one from the start zone is going to move into that spot right there.
Cool.
And then my order marker is on Q9, who's going to move to right there. I'm going to rotate because I'm not going to be next to high ground, like there. And we're going to Queglex. Starting with the knight on the attack glyph, 3v4.
Oh no!
Again.
Whew. Come on, knight. Oh!
Again.
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's it.
Oh,
That's
you,
a bad.
knight.
That's
okay.
a bad news bears.
Where am I at? Number 2 is on the knights.
That's a bad news situation.
Mr. Gilbert, sir.
Yeah, that's brutal. Not getting that kill there is
Let's
painful.
see. What is the best course of action here? What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
Nothing you can do about it. Shit. Shit. Nothing I can do about it though. Nothing about it. Oh, it hurt. That hurt bad. He timed him perfectly with his rolls.
I think I'm going to scoot him up into here.
Okay.
And roll his 12.
I like
Zero.
that better.
Solid 0.
After the
We'll make it work.
after the 4, I like to see it. I'd like to see it equal out there a little bit.
Then we're going to take a turn at the knights.
Yep.
Let me think here. What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
So there's just going to be one attack no matter what happens here because you can't engage more than those 3 cutters. So we're only going to lose 1 cutter max. And then we're going to counterattack the knights. I won't bother taking the initiative glyph now. I'll take it on the next turn after he attacks me. I'm not going to go engage Gilbert there either. I don't want Gilbert to be able to sit in his ideal spots and, well, I don't know if that's an ideal spot, but I don't want him to be able to sit where he wants him to be able to sit. I don't know why Q9 moved this round in hindsight. Well, what? Hindsight when I miss it? Like, I mean, I wanted Queglex on the attack glyph, boy.
Around to here.
I was also expecting a 4th round. So I was expecting this to be on 4th, not knights. If I, like, right, if I knew it was on knights, I would not have put the order marker on Q9. I was expecting it to be on 4th. And if it was on 4th, he was going to hop up onto the plateau next to jungle and then start Queglexing the 4th. That was the plan. But then it was on knights. So it didn't really work out that way. Yeah, obviously, knowing all of these things, I really wish that order marker had been on cutters, right? I would have killed 2 knights in Raylan's aura instead. I'll still get him next turn probably, but, like, yes, obviously, like, you know, him switching over to knights was a cool flip, and I didn't see it coming. So got caught a little bit down because of that. I'm running low on cutters though. Like, I could easily still lose this game. I think his 3 is going to be on 4th. I think his 3 should be on 4th. So the question then becomes, how do I stop bad things from happening? The good news is that Q9 is not in weight and fire range of 4th at the moment. That is important.
I think my knights are going to stay where they're at. Now I'm deciding who I want to attack. The best bet is probably just go with this guy up. We're going to add the glyph because I got no other attacks. So attack of 4.
He's dead.
For a very, very dead goblin.
All right, 2 scurries. I'm going to be scurrying this one away so that you don't get that attack. And then I have another scurry in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can get in. I probably need to focus on that, but it would be really nice to tie up those 4th in the middle too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get that cutter there now, which is nice. he's backing. He's always backing up, so we'll just do his backup now. 2, 3, 4. I could bring one up to there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how much that accomplishes for me. Or I could just go and like mob the hell out of that poor guy. No, I think I want to get the like 1, 2, 3. I really like to kill those. Well, I just don't think it's on the knights is the problem.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your rank again? Aren't you like 3rd or 4th best on Heroscapers?
Oh, what, on Heroscape.org? I have no idea. Or in Heroscape. I don't know.
Okay.
It oscillates. I don't know. If you're asking about the Heroscapers thing is just OHS. It's probably 4th, but I don't know for sure.
Okay. Oh my god, there has to be an official ranking somewhere, and I'm pretty sure you're up there.
I don't know. What am I doing with this other stupid cutter? I think I like locking those guys in place a lot. So that's gonna be that move. 1, 2, 3. Kind of hate that. I hate all my options here. Yeah. But I mean, I hate that option too. That's fine. I'll go there. I can live with that decision. Okay, those are the 2 scurries. And then your turn is done. And it's me, and it's cutters. That one comes in there. That one goes up to there. That one takes his place. That one comes into there. No, I don't like coming into there. I don't like giving you that. Even with the 4th. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I hate giving you the Gilbert attack. If it's on knights. I'm going to go there. I'm going to do it like this. So the 4 on the bottom all moved. We're going to start with... so this knight is going to have 1 defense here. He's mobbed and Raylan's. This is a 2v1.
Cool. You can do it.
He could have. Let's see. This one is either up at a 4th or even on a knight. So it's 2v4 on the knight. Oh, no, it's 2v3 on the knight or 2v3 on the 4th. The same dice. You're down to under a squad on the knights now. I don't know where your next order marker is, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for the knight. I'm gonna go for the knight. 2v3. Okay.
Survived?
And then up at this 4th, 2v4. Nope. Okay, that's it.
Sweet. All right. Well, you guessed correctly. My 3rd of the knights. Let me think here.
I was doing a lot of hedging.
Gilbert, but what makes the most sense here?
I don't know what to do here. This is freaking bonkers. I killed so few knights this round. This is brutal. He had a whole round of knights and I only managed to kill 1 of them. Like, my god. That's bad. All right, whatever. Next round we have to once again just like guess what he rolls with. I mean, he's below a squad on knights.
This is a bit risky, but I think it's my best bet. I'm going to scoot on in here. And we're going to attack up. And we're going to add the glyph for this one.
Okay.
So attack a 4 up.
Mm-hmm. Dead. Scurries. do I do here with the scurries? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I can live with that if you get it. You've already used the glyph this turn. You're going to get another attack in at some point here. I think I want to. Do I want to win initiative or not?
Well, so I'm impressed by Ryguy by staying here the whole entire almost 2.5 hours we've been doing this.
Oh, that's it. I think that's the auto. I think he's I think it's the stream. I don't know. Maybe not.
Oh, just auto stream, so he's not here. Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if you're here, hello, Ryguy. How's it going?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are people still on the stream?
Yeah. Some people are still on the stream. What am I doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can't not do something here. I have to either hold him in place or take height. I think I want to hold him in place. And then go for the glyph. Yeah, it's a scurry. Okay.
All right. Then Gilbert's dispatch.
Yep.
For 1. I mean, it's something. Not ideal, but you know.
It's something.
Whatever.
So because he can't, he's out of range of those other knights now. Well, he's not out of range of one, but he can't see it. Jacob watching it work instead of getting work done. Nicely done.
The top left. Not the super high top left, but this guy right here.
Is that where, is he on the spot he started it? Yeah, I think there's a way you can do it to where he can. I think if you stick him to the edge of the tile, you'll be able to see his gun. So yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Sweet. All right, so we're just going to move that. Oh my gosh. We're going to move that guy 1 up.
Fuzzy watching while painting some minis and trying to get chat to work. Yeah, it's good background for painting. What units are you painting? I assume whatever you're running this weekend. Well, I guess I don't know what tournament it is. If you don't want to say what you're running, it's fine. Just curious. I'm just sitting here watching 4th Master Eye. Line of sight tool is the compass-looking thing up top. The problem is that like you have to like assume where the unit could be pushed to though on the tile as well.
Yeah, then everything's gonna stay where it's at. There's no point in the turn of the knights. That was a very clever move. I did not expect you to do that. Actually, I thought you were gonna get the height, but we're just gonna scoot this knight around to here.
Okay.
And attack that goblin. We're gonna attack with 4.
He could do it. No, that would have been so good. So good.
It's okay. I'm not arguing. That's a good thing.
Scurries. Okay. Those 4 guys going in would be pretty incredible. Well, that's a little bit rude to my mouse drawing abilities, I gotta say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can already get to that spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I can actually already get to that spot as well. And then 1, 2, 3. I can actually already get to all the spots I need to in that situation, so I don't have to do that. I think we bond up some back guys then, because that's what we do when we win initiative. We try to get those ones. Yeah, okay. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Scurry that cutter to there. Scurry that cutter to there. Those are the moves. And that is the round. All right. We're definitely rolling with cutters as the order marker 1 now. Be allowed to see if you no-show your game. Oh, brutal, brutal. Well, no, Mike, the tiebreakers at the end of the season are like the other records. What if there's a tie? What if there's a tie? You should no-show. You should. I encourage the no-showing, by the way. Fuzzy says the tournament in Lincoln. All right, Fuzzy, I'll check in a minute here. I'll check to see what the glyphs are, if they're posted. I think we just go all cutters this round. With the fake on Q9. Yeah. Like, Q9's nice, but cutters are great into fourth. And I have more... Cutters give me more flexibility with what his order markers are at than anything else. So, I'm going to roll with cutters. I have enough to go for a whole round. And then we have Q9 for whatever's left after that. All right, let me see if I can find the... I'm ready whenever you are. I'm going to see if I can find the Lincoln tournament for this weekend and see what the glyphs are in. Lincoln seasonal format, probably. Okay, yeah, so Fuzzy, let me show you how to see the glyphs, because they are on the .org page. So one of the things that tournament directors can do on .org, I assume this is your event, because this is this weekend in Lincoln. If you scroll down through the .org event to where the maps are at, so the map section here under the thing, it lifts, the tournament directors can put in what the glyphs were for everything. And it looks like that has been done here. So, for example, on Ashfall, the glyphs are Eudolkia and Zawit. On Canary, the glyphs are Sola, Astrid, and Dagmar, and so on and so forth. So you can check them all there. And then if you need to look up what any of them do, under the Maps tab, you can go Maps and then Glyphs, and then you can type in any of them if it loads. Lord Almighty.org, what's wrong with you? There we go. That was funky. And then you can like search for them. So if you want to know what Sola Astrid does, Sola Astrid's actually like a custom one or something. So you have to check custom to get it to show up because it's not like an official one. But yeah, and then you can find them all. So that's a overview on that part. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Yep, gotcha. You can just make sure you check if you're looking for glyphs and you don't know which ones they are. Just like check all of those boxes. Like at the end there, I checked custom. If you just check all those boxes, it'll show all the glyphs. It hides a lot of them by default, but it'll be easier to search exact glyph names if you check all those boxes first to include all possible things. Zach, I don't appreciate you rooting against me here. It's almost like you're on the other team, and it makes sense. But like, you know, it feels personal. It feels personal. So if I win initiative, well, it depends on what the order markers are at, obviously. But the primary plan is to go for fourth mass here, and just like ignore those knights that are in the northern end. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as he can't dispatch them, then they can't get to me in one turn, which is awesome. Yeah, technically there's a 2-hour time limit, which we're now over. However, I checked ahead of time. Well, I checked about 40 minutes ago with Bibleman and asked if he wanted to enforce the time limit or play it out, and he wanted to play it out. I was also fine with that. So in this situation, both players have abdicated the time limit that was there, and the game will play on. Yeah, Eric's saying the same thing. Yep. War League out here stoking intra-regional beefs. I had way more trouble reading that sentence than I should have. It's kind of embarrassing for me. Yes, indeed it is. I have... Actually, it was kind of funny that we got both. Like, we had two people on my team from New England and then 3 on the other team from New England, and somehow we got 2 of those matching up, which is like actually pretty improbable, I think. Heroes of the Scapegoat Bible, man. I understand. It's fair. You know, I would rather go me, but that's fair. I understand. Raylan still being alive is pretty epic. She's just been like debuffing. I mean, it hasn't mattered because I couldn't kill that stupid knight, but yeah. Oh man, I had such a bad round last round. I guessed wrong about what he was gonna do, and then I rolled like shit on top of that. Chris is washed. Chris is always Chris. It's true. I've been washed since early 2024.
I'm ready. Here we go. Got a 14.
Didn't even need it.
Nope.
Didn't even need it.
Didn't even need it.
Yeah, I figured he was your teammate. Heroscape. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I have no hard feelings, I assure you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. You have 2 on 4th and 2 on Knights. That is intriguing. I wonder what the order of operations here is, but I think I just have to stick with what my original plan was. I can swarm.
Wait, you said, I thought you were going to ask me, do you mind telling me where you put your order markers?
Let's see. I mean, I would not mind it, but I would not ask. I wouldn't complain if you told me, but it's a different problem.
I mean, I'm willing to tell you, but I won't tell you if this is the truth or not.
Ooh, I like that. Actually, OG did that to me in a practice game earlier this week. He lied to me. It was so cruel. It was a practice game between teammates. Like man.
Oh, and he lied to you.
He did. He lied to me. He just lied to my face. He said my order marker 2 is this, and I believed him like a sucker. All right. This one on road is going to move all the way into there. That's the first move. I know that's happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's moving into there. This one on road is running around the far end of the road, so he's going to go there to there to there to there to there, and he's going to get into there. I know those 3 are happening. And then the last question is, do I take height on this side over here against that knight, or do I uber block that 4th? And I actually think it's going to be the knight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think it's the knight, because I really like the offside of killing that knight. Potentially, it's going to be a 3v3. So I'm going to do that. That is my move. Yep, that's the move. So we'll start with this attack down into that knight. That's going to be a 3v3. I have height, and you have -1 for Raylan. Ooh!
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I am glad I did that. Okay, let's see. I could get, if I got all, what's the order of operations in here? So both, these 2 4s are both mobbed. The question is, which one do we need to kill most? If I get the first 2 kills, I would like to be able to take the 2v3 over there. Actually 2v3 anyways, though. So... let's see. Yeah, Raylan can see that one, so it's the same thing. Okay. Probably just go in that order then to make sure I get the best attacks possible. I'm just going to hit ton to get rid of all this perp pink. So we're going here with the first attack. So you're mobbed. Wait, actually, can Raylan see that one? I don't know. Oops.
I would say no.
Certainly not with where she's at right now. Yeah, I should have flipped it. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a 2v2 then, because you have height. So it would have been 4, but you have -2 for being mobbed.
Right. That's doable.
Oh, my lord.
He doesn't.
All right. Him again. Nope. That's bad. Him again. Jesus. Okay, that was. I know. Come on. I hope it's on Knights.
What a great defense roll.
I hope it's on. He did. I hope it's on Knights.
All right, my first one is on the 4th.
I guessed wrong again. Yes, Fuzzy. My plan is to stream my other 2 teammates' War Leagues games. War Leagues games.
Fun.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. This is very fun.
I know one of them's at 7:30 Eastern. I don't know when the other one is. Still not using Control A, Control T. I can't read, Mike. I can't read. You're right. I'm using Control A, Control A. Because I don't have to move my finger that way.
Can't.
Don't hit done. I like hitting done. Hitting done is... I like... We've established that I like buttons. And I get to click a button with a big green check mark on it. That's exciting. Oh, freaking brutal. All right.
Okay.
We might have a chance to kill the Knights, though, and burn that order marker.
I can shoot them with range attacks, correct?
Correct, yes. That is correct.
Okay. Okay, that completely changed. I forgot about that till just now, so that completely changes where my mind was going. Okay, give me a second.
How do I not kill a fourth there, though? I do prefer code to English. Code is unambiguous. Well, like it should be. Well, a well-written programming language is unambiguous. English is like ambiguous as all hell. It's just like awful. Although I gotta say, Control A, Control T is pretty unambiguous, so I don't have a really good argument there. Agree with me? Button done button, top 3 buttons in Vassal? Absolutely. It's just like, how can you not want to click a big green check mark? D20 is another S tier button. But I like clicking the D20. I go click, spam, click, 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 click. It's fun. You know? I agree. I'm up with you in these buttons. What's that? What's the third button? Plus button. I didn't know about it until you pointed it out to me, but the plus button. I think that's my third button if I was picking the top 3 buttons. I'm going to lose some dudes here, unfortunately. I might be able to burn the Knight's Order marker, though, depending on how this goes. I'm going to have to mob the one Knight. Is that Knight on level 2? No, level 1. Okay. So I'm likely going to pivot to try and take out the 2 Knights and burn the Order marker. Vassal's just a giant fidget toy. I'm in. I'm in. There's a lot of buttons, Ryan. Look at all these buttons. You got a button that looks like Nigaxa. How is that not epic? I think my best play here is to go for the Knights and try to burn that Order marker.
I am ready. We're going to do a...
If it's a 3, I have a really good shot of burning it.
Even a level tack here into here. They're all going to wait and fire.
All right, he's dead. Let's see. I have 4 engaged, so you're going to get 1 more kill no matter what I do. 2, 3, 4. That's my first scurry.
Okay. Here into here.
Okay. Ooh, all right. I like that. I like that.
That's not what I wanted. Okay. That guy into the same dude.
Yep. He's dead. This cutter is going to back up 1 space to there. Well, actually, is he? Probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd just be a 2v4. You have 1 more shot. It's 1 at the back too, so it would be a shot into Ray McLeod, unfortunately. That's happening. I know that's happening.
Okay.
I still have 1 more. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can get to there. I do have 1 more scurry still. It is going to be that back cutter. He's going to back up a spot and go to there. And then...
All right. And then final shot. This guy down into Raylan.
Yep. And you...
So that's going to be 3, and I'm going to add the glyph for this one too.
Yep. It's going to be a 5v4.
Yeah, 5.
That's going to be tough.
Oh.
She did. Okay.
All right. I was waiting. I was about to say, all right, your turn to scurry, but...
Not that time. Not that time. My 1... Oh, I didn't... I never revealed my 1. Sorry. It looks like I didn't reveal my 1. My 1 was cutters. My 2 is cutters. So...
That's okay. When you move them, I assume that your 1 was cutters.
That's very fair. We're going to go 1 to there.
I trust you not to lie.
I trust me not to explicitly lie. I don't trust me not to screw up. So, for what that's worth.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm doing this, and I'm trying to burn the Knight's Order marker. We're going to start with the fun one, 3v4.
dead.
Massive. Okay. Now this knight here, 2v2. Because you're mobbed. Again. Got him.
Oh, no.
And then I have height here for a 3v3. Oof, oof, beautiful.
Oh, boy. That's a dead
We
man.
take that turn all day long. Alrighty.
Well, that was a very good turn because my two
Choose
of
a
the
knight.
knights. Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna need a minute to think about this now. After that one, whew, whew, got him. That's beautiful. That is exactly that was the upside we needed to play for there. So we've got all the knights dead. He sat a fourth. This is three. How many fourths are on the board? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 fourth. 8 fourth left on the board. And Gilbert, how many can we get to in the middle? Can we get to all the ones in the middle here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, but I think we take Sola Astrid here and then just mob another dude and try to get some kills on fourth. Seems reasonable to me. Okay. That one's gonna take Sola Astrid. And then we're gonna go 1, 2. That one's going to go to height there. That one's going to go there. And then I wonder if I even want to engage that, try to get the extra kill or not here. Where did I start at there? I can't mob that one. Thank you, Eric. You're correct. I did forget to reveal my 3 as well. I'm going to send that one to there, that one to there, and that one to there. That's my move. All right. And then we're going to start with this attack. Nope, hang on. I'm going to undo that. Everyone's telling me how to do this properly. So I'm going to do my guy, Control A, and then I'm going to do him, Control T. Yeah, there we go. Mike, I hope you're proud of me. All right.
I am. I'm proud.
And then we're going to roll this 2v2 because you're mobbed and you have height.
That was a good roll.
That was a very good roll. And then, oopsies. Okay, Control A, Control T. And then we're going to go here now, and I'm going to use Sola Astrid for this one for a 3v4.
Cool.
Okay, he blocks it. Ready?
All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I completely messed up, and I did my 3 on the knights. So
Okay.
go again.
Well,
Or
that's
wait,
the round. Yeah, that's the round. That's the end of the round. Okay.
All right, reset order markers.
Massive order marker
It's
burn
like the
there.
one final one I was flopping my head. I'm like, well, 3, should I go for the knights or freaking 4? I don't know.
Well, I didn't know if you had 2 or not, but I knew you had to have at least 1, so I figured it was worth trying to burn that one, and it paid off rather big time.
Yeah, that was good.
Interesting question here about like Q9 versus the cutters. How many cutters do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just have 8 cutters. How much mobbing can I do? I can mob 2 fourths. I think we put the X on Q. I think we might put the X on Q9 here, or the 3 on Q9 rather. Yeah, I think we go cutters, Q9. Just in case we lose initiative. There you go, Mike. See, I hope you're proud of me, Mike. I try. I may not be competent, but I do try sometimes. Sometimes I try. Okay. Doesn't actually work because we don't have him mobbed. We just go like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have him mobbed either. Oh, I do if I do it with that one, but I don't have enough. It's gonna be tough to mob them all. Be back in 1 second. Oh, damn it. Why did it follow me over there? Hello. No, get back over here. I'm right here, camera. Stupid little camera followed me to the other side of the room. I'm not sure about order marker decisions here. It should just be all fourth. Like, he's got to be thinking about taking stuff on Gilbert, but I don't entirely know. Contemplating what to put on Gilbert here.
That might be what's happening.
It's the only thing that can be happening. So I figured seemed like a reasonable guess.
Oh yeah, because I have 2 left. No.
This game is a lot closer than it should have been. Me letting Q9 take those 2 wounds early is still making this like a game.
Ooh, a solid 2. It's possible.
This is this was not one of the times when I needed Dagmar. All right. Tis Cutter. All right, now I gotta try to figure out how to maximally mob this shit. So if I bring in 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, seems right. 1, 2. So that one goes to 1, 2. Actually,
maybe we could have a vote that we can add bonding with the 4th for Gilbert for the rest of this game.
I would not like that vote at all. That would be a very anti-me vote, I'm afraid.
I think you could figure it out. It would be a fun challenge for you. Like, come on, think of the glory that you could express if you won in this game.
That is true. I would rather live an inglorious life than die a glorious one. However, let me make sure that everything I just did was legal. I don't want to have screwed that up. Okay, so this guy went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. This guy went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems fine. This guy goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems fine. This guy goes 1, 2. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to go with that. So the 2 fourth in the middle ground here are both mobbed. So we're going to start with Control A, Control T. We're going to start with that 2v1. Okay. We're now going to do this attack here with height for a 3v1. That'll do it. And then I'm going to use Sola Astrid for this one for a 3v4. Oof. Okay, that was a good turn.
All right. First one is on the 4th. Let me see. What am I going to do here?
That one should mostly seal it, but we'll see. That was an extremely good turn. We win initiative and we get max kills. Like, it's pretty epic. There's a chance he thought about his order markers for long enough that there's a very real chance the order marker 3 is on Gilbert. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the main thing there is that like Gilbert can't get to Q. Well, my Q9 would move on my order marker 3 before his Gilbert can move on his order marker 3. So if that's the case, we want to do a couple things. We want to make sure that we use a cutter to block Gilbert from being able to get to Q9 in one turn. We would also love to take the initiative glyph if possible, but that may not be possible.
Do you think this 4th next to Gilbert can see the goblin that's right above him?
Which spot? Can you just like do the to make the target selection to see?
Yeah, this guy I'm rotating right here.
Yeah, on which one?
I put him on the edge on this goblin.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%, 100%. Yep. I'd say he can see all but this goblin. I'd say that this is the only one that he can't see in his current position.
Okay, I think the best bet is wait and fire.
Okay. Let me just think what course of action is going to be the best here. Sure. I'm actually going to call a little bit of an audible. If he does wait then fire, I'm going to go for Gilbert on this next turn. I can mob the 4th and Gilbert. And including with height on Gilbert. So I'm going to get a 4v2 on Gilbert, which is awesome. And then we block in Gilbert nicely. And then the other 4th, they're just able to sit there and wait then fire again. So that's the plan. If he does wait then fire, I'm definitely doing that. I'll put a cutter here. I'll put a cutter here. I'll put a cutter here. And I'll put a cutter here. And I have
we're going to start with this
plenty
guy
of options.
Shooting up into this guy.
Okay. He blocks it.
All right, then we're gonna do this guy into the same guy.
Okay.
Okay.
I still like your odds of getting the 1 kill though. I feel the 1 kill is coming. It's definitely coming.
This guy at the top of the map on my start zone.
Sure.
Do you think he can see through the jungle and see the guy targeted?
I'm not sure if he can see him. He can definitely see the one on higher height though, which is the same defense in the same defense in this spot because they both have height on him.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I can agree with that. Okay, I think. Let me think here. Okay, the best bet is just going to be actually this guy, and he's going to shoot down onto the one that's targeted.
Okay. 4v1. He did. Okay. Time to scurry. We're not going to end engaged anywhere. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's well, actually, I don't even need to use that last second one there, I don't think. Because we already have enough to do it. So I'm going to actually going to scurry that one up instead. So those are the 2 scurries. And then now it's my turn because you have no other targets. My 2? Yes, my 2 uncutters. And we are going to go with this cutter comes up to there. This cutter goes into there. This cutter goes there. And this cutter goes there. And then we have mobbed both targets. We're going to start with...
What?
Sorry?
I said fun. This is a party.
Okay. It's a party. It's a party. We're going to start with this 2v2.
It's possible. Come on. Keep doing that.
I'm going to use Sola Astrid now to go down on Gilbert for a 4v2.
Ooh, that's not good.
We take those. I'm going to go up on the 4th now for a 2v2. Nope, miss it. and then up on the 4th again for another 2v2. Okay, 4th lives. Gilbert took it, but the 4th lives. Okay.
Okay, number 2 is on the 4th. I think we're going to wait and fire, though, but let me think. Yeah, I think we're going to start off with this guy shooting down into the, or not, sorry, not down, shooting up into that guy.
Okay.
For a 3v, whatever his defense.
3v dead. That's what it is.
3v dead.
All right, scurries. Let's see. That one's going to go take the glyph, and then that one's going to back up to there. And that's my scurry.
Okay.
Do you
Let
have...
me think here what I want to do.
I can still easily lose this if Q9 whiffs at the wrong time. We're going to need Q9 to carry his weight, which again is why, like, that mistake in the opening was so massively dumb for me to have made. Sometimes you make dumb mistakes, and that's it. All you can do is beat yourself up over it and learn from it. That's my usual strategy. And if I lose this game because of that mistake, I will absolutely beat myself up for that one. Later, that'll be a whoops in my head for a long time. Okay, although I'll never know if it mattered because Mike will just scoop his game. Okay. Yep, he did. All right. Oopsies. Get over there. This one's gonna back up a spot off of Gilbert, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go there. I think I have to bring him all the way to there. Unfortunately. Okay, that's the scurry, and then so that's the end of your turn. No more targets. My 3 is on Q9. I'm going to hop him up here. And we're going to Queglix. 2, 3. Starting with that 4th mass, 3v4.
Nice.
Okay. And then shifting to Gilbert. 2 3v4s. Ooh. Ooh.
No!
Oh my lord! Oh god! Gilbert just bites
Gilbert,
it.
Isn't it.
Yeah, it's an extremely dead Gilbert. Oh my lord! Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that good of a frickin' turn there, but I'll take it. Lord.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's true, Jacob. No, this wasn't a counting mistake.
Well,
this wasn't a counting mistake. This was a strategic. I should have had the order marker 1 on Cutter's mistake.
3 is on 4th. I know what you're thinking, but now, what is the lesser of 2 evils here? What do I want to do?
So the play here, from his perspective, is to move his 4th this turn. The 4th that's right here should move to this spot right here, so that he's guaranteed to be able to keep attacking the fucker who goes to take the initiative glyph. Because he needs a 4th turn. He needs to get the initiative switch here and take out enough cutters to not get mobbed. So the play is to...
This guy here.
I'm glad he didn't go all the way forward. Going here is definitely the play. And then you can bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can bring the other guy down closer, and then you get 2 shots at the glyph, and you keep killing the guy on the glyph. Or you force me to back off the glyph more realistically, and then give yourself the chance of it.
This guy that moved next to the jungle, do you think you could see into Q9?
Oh, yes, Q9 is a massive fuck. Yes, he can see Q9. You can see Q9. So I have 5 cutters left here. The question is going to be, do I take any order markers on cutters next round or not?
I'm going to move this guy here.
Depends on whether he shoots. Well, if he shoots a cutter now, I should be able to not lose.
We'll just start with a shot into Q9 from here to here. That's going to be it's even level, so just 2 into whatever.
Enough.
And then this guy down in the corner, but which one do I want to shoot into? The guy in the glyph. That probably makes more sense to go in the guy in the glyph. So here into here.
Sure. Oh, ooh,
nice.
Buddy, let's go.
Okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Do you think that this guy has line of sight to this other cutter or not through the bush?
Through the bush.
Yeah, because you might have another attack. There. I don't know if you have line of sight or not, but I just want to make sure that you don't before you pass the turn, if that makes sense. I also don't know which bushes these are supposed to be. With the new bushes, I think it's probably... With the new bushes, it's impossible. With the old bushes, it might be possible. I don't know.
I would say no, because he's right up next to it.
Okay, that's fine.
Both bushes
I certainly won't argue the no. I think I just wanted to at least explore it because it could have mattered. So okay.
You know, I see what you're saying, but
okay.
I appreciate it. That was very kind of you, but I would just be honest and say no. I don't
think fair enough. Fair enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. I gotta do order markers then. Now we definitely put the 1 on cutters.
It's very easy for me.
We definitely put the 1 on cutters. I think we go 1 on cutters, 2, 3 on Q9. With the X on cutters, because why not? True, your order markers have finally gotten easy. Let's see if Dagmar failed me. Oh no. Oh no. I brought it into existence. Oh no, the Dagmar lost by 1.
Do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
Go for it.
Okay, first and the 4th. Can I do something here? Okay, let me think about this. What's gonna make the most sense? What are your order markers? 2 and Q9.
Oh lord, we might lose the game because of that. I mean, he's got 1 shot to try to kill Q9 now, and he could get it. If he gets Q9 this turn, we just lose the game. That would be unfortunate. Probably. We still have a chance to kill, like... We only have 1 order marker left if he gets him. We could legit lose the game on this turn. I think he has to go for Q9 here. I think you can get... You can get 2 hided shots and 1 even ground shot on Q9. 2 3v8s and 1 2v8, and I think you just have to take it and try to get him.
It's a bit of a risky play, but I think...
I don't see how you have a choice otherwise.
I'm going to swing this guy around to here. Swing this guy around to here. And...
Thrilled about this. Thrilled about this.
Here. And we are going to... Here, I'm going to redo this. And then we're going to start with this guy attacking down into this goblin.
Okay.
Actually, wait. Hold on, let me think. Hey, crap, do I want to do that? Let's get that goblin. And then you're going to do that. actually, hold on. Taking a step back. This guy was here. Whoops. This guy was here.
Yep. Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Actually, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move him up here. I think that makes the most sense.
Okay.
Okay, I think this is going to make the most sense.
Oh, that's the one.
Okay, we'll start with an attack into Q9. We'll go here into here. Or it's just going to be a 2v whatever.
Still 8 because he has jungle. Enough.
Cool. Oh, it's close.
Close.
We're going to have this guy attack down.
Okay. It'd be stylish. Oh my lord.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And then this guy, who does he want to go to? Does he want to go to the guy? I think it's going to have to be the same guy. Oh. I mean, it doesn't matter. This guy in the hype or the guy next to the jungle. They're both getting the same. Yeah, guy next to the jungle. He's going to go to the same guy that I'm targeted next to the jungle.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
A little bit of a miracle there. So I don't know how no cutters died, but I'll take it. Let's see. We have 4 cutters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 4 cutters. 5 cutters left, so I'm going to leave the one on the glyph where he is and then use the glyph. So this one's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. And then probably mob this guy in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, if I do this, I don't get to mob anyone. If I do that version of it, I don't get to mob. But I think I have to engage him. I could come off the glyph to engage him and then mob this guy in the middle instead. Actually, I think that's better. I think that's worth more. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there with that cutter. This cutter will go there. This cutter is going to walk around the far side to there. And then this cutter is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. So I've moved 4 cutters and 1 guy is mobbed. We'll start with this one attacking that guy for a 2v3. Nope. This one attacking that guy for a 2v3. Maybe. Nope. Okay. This guy attacking up for a 2v2 because he's mobbed. And we get him. We don't have a target with the last ones. That's the turn.
Okay. 2 is obviously on the 4th.
Yep.
What else am I going to do?
So at this point, as long as they're engaged, we're just going to keep tying them up with the cutters and have Q9 go to town on them. Part of the reason I came off of Solar Astrid was because it was only going to be worth 1 attack there, and mobbing somebody is worth more than having Solar Astrid anyways. And it was really important that I tie up that guy in the north so that he didn't get a shot on Q9.
Get this dude.
Yep. Dead.
Dead cutter.
Okay, and then let's see. So your last one. Well, I got to scurry. I'm going to get away from him first. You're out of range of Q9. Yeah, so you're not going to have any other attacks. Let's see. Let's go him to there.
Oh, I messed it up. I should have done the bottom one first. Oh well.
And then him to there. Do it like that. And then that's the scurry. It's Q9 who's going to move up to here, and Queglex, the only friend he can get to. So 3v4s, because you have jungle.
Yep.
Actually, can I get... Should I be closer then? Is it worth it to engage you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can... Yeah, it is actually. Oh, well, so I get better attacks now. I get 1 less defense on the following turn. but you get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have jungle for that anyways. No, I'm gonna do a different move. So instead, he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we can do it that way, and then you can't get height on us. And then we Queglex you. No jungle now, so just 3v3s. Well, there's the roll. There's the roll. Okay.
All right. Fourth, the lonely fourth. What are we gonna do here?
One is the lonely.
Honestly, I think we're just gonna have to stay there, wait and fire. If I did that, that'd be a 3v2, or if I went up, that would be a 2v1. 3v2 or 2v1. A 3v2 probably makes more sense. So I'm just gonna stay here for wait and fire, and then I'll attack up into this little goblin right here.
Okay. Death to goblin. Scurry. Let's see. So I still have a 3 or not? Yeah, I still have a 3. All right. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'm gonna engage you because you don't have more shots. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's gonna go there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's gonna go there. That's the scurry, and then the order marker is on Q9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Q9 is going to come into play. 3v4s because you have jungle.
All right,
GG's,
sir.
GG's. That was a like a tight game throughout. It was a
It was a
fun
really
play.
tight game. It was towards the end there. I started to falter. That killing of Gilbert was really big.
Yeah, he fell. I mean, he took those wounds really fast. That first, like, I knew I was going to sell out to get a 4v2 as soon as I could on him there, but then that 4v2 put 2 wounds on him, and that was pretty big.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he was able to, try to limit him from there. Because I was trying to avoid Gilbert getting to Q9. That felt like the worst, like, sort of end situation there. Especially because, like, Q9 wants to be able to move into the middle of the map, and it's all next to height. So, like, there was just going to be a lot of ways where Gilbert could have maybe got a 4v7 off to try to kill Q9.
Yeah, exactly.
That I was trying to avoid. But
dude, I'm going to be completely honest. You played exactly how none of my team guessed you would have played.
Do you mind if I ask how they thought I was going to play? So I made a mistake. I made a massive mistake in round 1 that could have easily cost me the game. And it was, I've been talking about it on stream like the whole time because I'm mad at myself. I needed to have order marker 1 of the game on cutters. I had 1, 2, and I thought there was a chance you'd open with 4th, and I wanted full Q9 to counter that, but it just wasn't worth it. When I ended up having an order marker later on cutters, and I started to make Q9 pockets in front of my start zone, that should have just been order marker 1 of the game. I kind of ran a greedy Q9 opening that I think was kind of unnecessary, and he ended up taking both LEA wounds, which, I mean, like, he didn't have to, but I definitely, like, opened the possibility for that. Because if he didn't have those 2 wounds on him this whole game, I think the end game's a lot less close if you've got to deal with the full life Q. But, like, I should have made those pockets. Like, I could have just opened by doing the cutter wall to, like, this. And just had the Q9 spot right off the bat or something. So I don't know. I think that was a pretty big dum-dum on my part. But do you mind? How did they think I was going to play it?
Yeah, my team, including myself, because I was like, yeah, that makes the most sense. We thought that you were going to go aggressive with Raylan and bring her up first. And then the match was going to go Knights versus Cutters. And then it's going to be Q9 versus Mass.
I mean, that's not a bad... I was basically trying to do that, but with Q9 pings on Knights in the opening. Because I didn't feel the need to move Raylan because Knights had to come to Raylan.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't want to move Raylan until the Knights were mostly dead. Like, I did move her, but it was after, like, about 2/3 of the Knights were killed. And it was going to be more... Like, I didn't want to move her until I had to onto 4th. I don't know. That's most of it. I also, like, I had her behind the cutter wall because I felt like one of the worst things that could happen for me was you get a turn where you just get 4 Knights with Gilbert on Raylan and then she just dies. Because if I move her in the opening... I think Knights just kill her, like, very quickly.
Well, yeah, that's what we assumed you were going to... That's kind of what I was expecting.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I didn't do that then. I was trying to,
This game went exactly how I did not imagine it at all, but there were a bunch of twists and turns, and it did end up being really close.
Yeah, there were a bunch of the initiatives favored me a lot in the opening. That helped a ton too. You kept not getting a chance to be able to come in with a Knight's initiative switch, which was pretty big. You kept winning, like you won round and round 2 initiatives, which both didn't give you the option because I can't contest. My army can't contest Dagmar if you lose initiative very well, but when you win initiative, it doesn't do you any good. So, yeah, that definitely helped me considerably. But yeah, it was an interesting one.
You're gonna skip the game and submit it.
Yeah, I'll put it in the log file and everything. So,
Okay, sweet.
Cool.
And I don't have to save it myself, right? You're just gonna do all that.
Yeah, correct. Let me make sure I can do it right now. So save game. Let me just make sure I know how to do it. I don't want to lose it.
Did you click end log file or save game?
Save game. What do I need to do something different first?
You're supposed to click end log file. At least that's what the video is on.
Oh, it's a good thing somebody listens to Rye Guy. Log file written. Okay, let me see if it's there. Round1.vlog. Yep. Yeah, I have it. Cool.
Okay, cool. Because apparently when you click save game, then it doesn't save the chat box. It just saves like the actual video of the game.
Weird. Okay. Interesting. I'll just put that there anyways then.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you, and honestly, I'm happy. I expected to get completely washed. Zach told me I was going to get completely washed, but I didn't. So I did better than I expected I would.
You played the Knights. You played the Knights pretty well. You kept keeping them out of range of what I needed to be able to do. I was hoping you'd bring them in like a little bit faster than you did, but like they slow rolled quite well in the opening. I felt so that definitely kept it close as well. So tell Zach he should have more faith.
That's what threw me off actually a lot. Was you were so shy because all the practice games I did, we did it to where you'd be a little more aggressive with the goblins. That's what I was expecting, but you did not come out of your start zone. And for a lot of the time, I'm like, what the frick do I even do here? I guess I'll just focus on moving my 4th mass up and getting the Knights in good defensive positions.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's reasonable. If I had done the Goblin Cutter pockets that I should have done early in round 1 first, it'd have been harder for you to do that because Q9 would have been getting more free shots. But when I screw that up, I give you a lot more flexibility to be in more places on the board without getting shot at. So I thought you took advantage of that pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was a good game and it was fun to play against you, man.
Yeah. You as well. All right. I'll catch you later.
Yeah. You too, man. Bye.
Oh, we take it. It was a very good matchup for me in theory, and I screwed up the opening so horrifically that I made it a game. Probably better for the stream, actually. I think this was a 3-hour stream. Wow. This was a very tactical game, though. A lot of interesting shit going on here. The only time Q9 took anything was early. He had a few chances late to take 4th mass Hail Marys at Q9 that he should have to try to kill Q9 and win the game. As played, I basically win the end game 100% of the time, which is nice. I think there should have been some Hail Mary shots thrown into Q9 there in the late game instead of into the cutters, but we take what we can get. Because once Q9 gets up to max height, it's way harder to get those shots off at him. But anywho, we'll take it. My team's alive in round 1. I don't have to resign the captaincy. That's always nice. And I will catch y'all later for the next stream of today's triple header, which I believe is 7:30 Eastern, as Hush That Fuss plays against, I think, Nico. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. In the Glad Blast Mirror.